What's up, everybody? We
Hello.
are now live at GameCon, starting off the morning.
On the Friday, the first day.
The doors don't open till 11, but it's already, there's already a whole bunch of energy in here. So in case you're actually coming to GameCon at some point, we are booth 248. We're right on the corner. We got a view of the mega stage. We got all the indie devs within eyeline.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking to a lot of people today. We have a bunch of interviews lined up already. I think
one delayed.
One delayed due to
My bad.
stream fighting. Proud of Trevor for not putting his fist through a computer screen.
Well, it's my computer screen.
It is, so he doesn't want to wreck his own shit, you know. I'm excited.
Yes.
We did Nagus yesterday. Sat through some panels. We sat through the BioWare reunion panel with some like the OG BioWare guys.
Yes.
And it was very
Reunion.
cool. Yeah, it was very cool to hear their perspectives. And just like that, they kept talking about like the BioWare secret sauce.
Yeah.
You know,
Like what made it work? Well, so for anyone like tuning in or who's be watching this from the start, what is Nagus, Kyle?
Nagus is the North American Game Industry Summit. This is where they are getting, this is a business to business thing where they're trying to link publishers and marketing with these indie devs so that they get a chance to get their games out there, get sponsored, and find actual, success, more success.
Yeah.
You know, I would say a lot of these indie games are already looking very, very good.
Very promising.
Very
and
promising.
now there's an opportunity for them to get like production.
Yes.
Which is
Yes.
awesome.
Oh, and we already have someone trying
We have our first robot.
first robot of
Robot
the
in
day.
the chat.
I mean, there wasn't a good discussion of AI yesterday.
It was. We talked to an industry guy who is creating a bug squashing AI,
Yes.
which with sole focus on fixing bugs within code and
Yeah.
identifying that. Which I think we're gonna have to do a full episode with him because it's such a complex and deep issue.
Hey.
Nikki, what's up?
Welcome
So-
to the show.
Well, welcome to the party, pal.
Yep.
We're it's gonna be a busy weekend, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think this is gonna be
This-
awesome.
Sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
I am concerned.
Just wait till the
Um,
mega stage
At some
is
point this
going.
weekend, I will be turning the cameras. We are in eyesight of the mega stage. We've got the ROG competition
Masters.
zone,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. We've got esports across from us. It's going to be loud. So
Well, interview number one.
Hey,
Here we
today?
go.
All right. Ashley,
how you doing?
welcome.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well today. I'm Ashley. I'm the otter behind Make Games, and we've got my booth all finally set up today over in Alberta Innovation and ready for the expo to kick off. So
Yes.
it's really good.
Is this your first? Were you here last year for
I
GameCon?
was here just as basically as a spectator, but
Okay.
I am
a civilian.
You missed
yeah,
it.
exactly.
yeah.
He gave us an honor.
Yeah. Because I'm the otter behind my Make Games. My husband is Make Crafts, so he made a bunch of those for at the booth so I can hand out to people as they go and play through and
That's
demo
amazing.
the game.
So what you're saying is this interview ought to be good.
It ought to be good.
there it is.
It's what I ought to do, because
Yeah.
exactly, right? It's been in the game industry for about 17 years now. I was at BioWare for 9.5.
Wow.
And then you do the thing after AAA that people seem to be doing right now, which is I want to go and not be a tiny cog at a big company, and I want to go make games. So working on solo dev right now.
Okay, so you're doing what you want.
Correct.
Now,
Seeing
can
if
you?
it work over.
Yeah. Can
What's
you,
that
can you,
like?
Yeah.
I haven't found out yet, but I will.
Can you tell us about your game? Like, give us a breakdown, like what it is, what style of game it is,
Absolutely.
what you want people to feel when
Sure.
they play it.
So my game is a 2D pixel platformer with art code and music by myself, and it's a mixture of action of Mega Man X and the explorability of Mega Man
where's
X
Jordan?
mixed in with the quirky dialogue of Earthbound, kind of.
Okay.
And then I take that and I'm like, okay, making a dog game. Oh, there's a lot of dog games out there. And then you have to ask, well, how am I going to make that separate out from any of the other ones?
Otters.
Exactly. plenty.
Otters are cute as
Hidden
shit.
throughout the
So,
game.
yeah.
Got to
So-
differentiate.
Absolutely. So I've been on Twitch weekly streaming my game development and all that
Okay,
stuff. And
that's
so,
cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have like a decent following of people looking at like how the game is coming along from.
I have people that support the game. I have people that are game developers themselves. I run support for other devs who are learning to get in, what they want to know, anything like that. I come from cinematic design, and like I always tell them, like I'm not there to be a programmer. I do. The joke is, programmers have programmer art. I have designer code. It's not Gucci, but it works. Yeah.
Functional.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Gets the thing done, you know. But I think Toby Fox taught us that we can have a big tree as long as it goes out and then hits the players emotionally still and doesn't crash. You know.
That, key things, right?
No cannon otter.
No, seriously. Aiming out for outer space.
Oh man,
it was fantastic. Yeah, it's been good though. So it's like a running support route for other people for what they need while working on my game and just kind of seeing them make the go of it. So
awesome. And how long has this game been in development?
Probably about a bit over a year. It's been like 2 years fully, but it's like I'm also stopping and doing pixel art animation support for other people, contract work, and other things. It's like do the things to keep the company afloat.
Got to keep the lights on.
Got to do the Twitch for the ad rev on that. So, but probably about over a year and a change. It was about 9 months of just getting the gameplay to feel right.
Okay.
Because the other thing I'll always tell people is make the gameplay feel good while the game is ugly. And then when the art and the pretty comes in, then it will feel good and be pretty. But if you just rush in to do the art right away, but the gameplay
that's
doesn't
fair.
feel good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's got to play good or else.
Absolutely. It's the bones of the game. It's like the script of a movie. It's going to be like well, the script's bad. You're going to have all the coolest effects. It's not going to work. If the gameplay doesn't feel right, but you have pretty art, then it's not going to carry as well. So yeah.
I mean, we've ragged on a few games in our time for looking amazing and being absolutely terrible.
It's that moment-to-moment storytelling of what the player is going to do when they have the controller in their hand. When I was working at Biorogue, we do this thing called live cinematic. So cinematic is, I work in cinematic design, right? So cinematic is a scene you're locked in. We've all been in those. Okay, I'm waiting for someone to talk, and I have ADHD, and I'm impatient. I'm like the one making. I'm gonna exactly. So I would actually pace my scenes for like me. So I'm like, okay, no, go now. But now I want to have it so that the player can feel that through the gameplay.
Okay.
So like in Mega Man X, so you get motivated to want to go and get your abilities at the beginning because you see Sigma, he's powerful, you can't beat him. Zero comes in and gets him to, like Ego Raptor talked about that, right? Yeah. Fantastic stuff. It's the same thing at the start of this. I want the player to feel through the gameplay. And like you can get a lot of moments for that. Yeah.
Awesome. So have you, were you here for Nagus yesterday as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you have some meetings? Were you... some interest maybe
so hopefully for it, and I have more coming on today.
Okay.
The biggest thing I'm out looking for funding. I'll probably be going to be crowdfunding for my demo by the end of the summer, but if I can get funding out through a company, I don't have to worry. I do love to work up from grassroots, so the more I can get from the people that actually want to play the game, get to inform on what the game is through that, it's even better.
Love that.
But yeah, so it's either going to be helping out with there was another team I met with to help out with the tax side of things, and there's like the legal side of things.
Okay.
When you're working at a big corporation and your job is just this one tiny thing, and then suddenly you go and you're like, well, I'm going to do it all by myself, and you're like, now I have to do it all by myself.
Now I have to register a business license.
Legal
stuff.
Like,
oh my god,
I'm learning so many things.
You're like, oh my god, they sued me. Well, what if I give them an otter plushie? Will that make it go away? No, it doesn't
go away.
It better.
It better. Otter plushie solves all.
Oh, that's the business strategy going forward, right?
Yeah. Your otter, I'm just saying.
Your otter.
I'm here to bleed innocent.
Those are some utterly awesome things.
Your otter, here's a pebble.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. So we'll be building up over time. I had my first game, which was like Itsy, which was like a 5-month thing. As soon as I got out, I wanted to learn, okay, how do I build it? How do I publish it? Put that out. Tiny little offering for $1 on Steam. It's more like a business card at this point. Yeah. But it was about how do you deal with work burnout and coming out of work, and I was dealing with autism burnout because I just got my diagnosis. I made that, and then I'll learn how to stream with that, and then just been sitting on with this game.
How do you get that? How do we get that for Kyle?
It was just... It's on Steam. I'll get you the link.
Okay, perfect.
No, it's and then slowly building up. So I build all my games in Game Maker. I just any game. It's all pixels in the end when you're working with the game engine. So everybody's online has the big opinions about it, but I'm like, what works for you? That's awesome. I was coming out of working on Frostbite, at EA, and it was like pretty renderer, but that's a heavy duty beast to work with, and every time it just feels so big. It's like Unreal, but without the polish of being released to the public. So when I came out, I was like, okay, Game Maker was like, I'm going to go to the opposite side of this, where it has little support, but basically you can build whatever you need inside of it.
Right.
So,
Cool.
Yeah. So build on my code libraries as each game goes up, hopefully get bigger. Maybe next game is going to be the Metroidvania, because I hear
that's the thing.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah. So where can people find your game right now? Is it
It's on Steam.
Steam
Yep.
for
Perfect.
wishlist? Can you tell everyone again your studio and the game name, just so we
Absolutely. So my studio name is Ottermate Games, because I automate games. And the game is Once We're Home.
once we're home?
It's a game about my rescue dog Marduk, and the way I wanted to separate it out, because there's just a couple of dog games out now in the industry, so it's like, what do I do to separate that out? So all we know about Marduk is when the rescue found him. I live here in the city, so this is about 2 hours out of town. They found him abandoned at a gas station. That's all we know. So this story goes and recounts thinking about all the different owners he went through in his life, good humans, not bad humans, and for each level, and each level is a communication of what looking for that connection looks like. Underneath all of it, so to make it more relatable, the story is really about, if you've lost connection to home and family, how do you rebuild that trust again to new home and family?
That is so fucking
so
deep.
Yeah, and the game works through that. Like the whole opening of the level is like the owner you're with is bad and kind of leaves you on your own, but you go talk to the level to other dogs and other owners, and you see different fragments of what that communication is, and that's just for the park level, and every other level will have another aspect of building that connection. I love breaking that, feel down into the gameplay.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I was like, I'm not even playing this game already. Starting to tear up.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was Marduk was such a good boy. He's the husky. He's the one who's all over the marketing for that. He's got the paint in his face for the title of the game.
Oh, that's cute.
When you see it on Steam. Yeah, it says he went from being at home and not wanting to be around anybody and just wanting the food to over like 5 years. Now he's like hangs out with us and he wants to shepherd us to bed and he's always checking in. We're like part of his pack now. It's almost like you give them a consistent place to go live, and all of a sudden
They trust
they're
you.
chill. Wow, it's weird.
You broke those walls down.
Yeah.
With all the pets.
Yeah.
Food will do that.
But, it does that for me.
Yeah. I really hope you have a great weekend.
Yeah, totally.
Especially for being your
Yeah,
first GameCon. I know
Yeah, welcome.
you experienced it as a civilian last year, but
Normie.
it's
Now I'm enlisted.
now you're in the trenches, and I hope it's very busy. I hope you get a lot of good feedback and good interest in your game, and don't forget to wishlist it on Steam.
Yeah.
Please, yeah, absolutely.
Check it out now.
Crowdfunding later this summer. Absolutely.
Great.
Cheers. Thank
Thanks
you so
for
much.
stopping by.
Thanks so much.
Pleased to meet you. I won't knock over the mic, I swear.
You're good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.
All right.
That's way nicer.
All right, so funny enough, we were just playing a game, and now we have the devs to talk about the game. I'm here with Arya. I didn't actually catch your name.
Serene.
Kyle.
Nice to meet you, Kyle.
Trevor.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Trevor.
Hey guys.
So Arya and Serene are from Grizzly Moose
Grizzly Moose Games.
Games.
Yes, sir.
Can you start by saying that 5 times fast?
Grizzly Moose Games. Grizzly Moose Games. Grizzly Moose Games. Grizzly Moose Games.
I think the
Grizzly
tougher
Moose
was
Games.
Grizzly Moose Booth.
Grizzly Moose.
Grizzly Moose Booth.
that was a
There we
little
go.
more tough.
Yeah.
So, first GameCon
For this project.
for this project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you finding it? You guys were here for Nagus as well
Yes, sir.
yesterday.
Yes.
Sounds like you have some pitches today.
Had some
I may
pitches
have shared quite
yesterday,
a bit
some
about
pitches
your-
today.
Yeah,
we have a
schedule.
closed door pitch to
Ooh.
a room full of publishers today.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Intense.
I'm the publisher in the closed door meeting.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
My worst nightmare.
I'm not that scary. Come on.
This is a no consequence.
Yeah. So
Safe space.
give me your pitch. Like, tell me why, as a publisher, I should pick up Grizzly Moose and
Biorogue.
And Biorogue? Okay.
Yes.
Well, maybe first I'll start just by talking about what Biorogue is quickly.
Yes.
So in Biorogue is a twin-stick bullet hell roguelike where you're leading a growing resistance against a genetic tyrant. Basically, in the game, you wield procedurally generated fish guns, right? Which look way better on the new build.
Yeah. Okay.
And essentially, it's like a Borderlands system, right? Where the guns are all being generated every time.
Yes.
Totally
Okay.
custom.
Each part is like
Yeah.
custom
Yes.
made. And then
Yeah, so you get a whole bunch of different fish guns. So you're mutating these fish guns with mutagens, and you're going through this kingdom laboratory to basically dismantle the laboratory, overthrow the king, and free all the oppressed citizens in this kingdom. Why I think a publisher should pick us up is that Biorogue is gonna slot into a very underserved market.
Okay.
We think that narrative-driven roguelikes are incredibly underserved. Frankly, I think Hades is the only good example, and the only other example is Hades 2.
Yes.
But ask anybody who loves Hades, like, what's another game you can play like Hades? There's
Hades
really
2.
What's the
nothing
one
else
we
out
played?
there.
What was the co-op one we played?
Sworn?
No.
Sworn. Yeah, it was Sworn.
Yeah.
Sworn's a good one. That's one of our comparable
we
titles.
played through Sworn as well.
Yeah.
That's a good one. But we're pushing the narrative angle much further than
Yes.
than
Yeah,
those
Sworn
guys are.
was surface.
Yeah. Well,
It's
It
fun
had a
game.
theme.
It's a
there's
fun
some
game.
games you don't
Yeah.
play for the story, you play
No.
for the fun of it. But
No.
we're trying to make one that
Yeah,
people care about the story, want you
yeah,
to care about
that's
the
fair.
characters,
Yeah.
care about the world.
Yeah, exactly. Our hypothesis is that the narrative angle will draw a lot more players into that experience.
Well, especially in the market right now when there is a lot of like narrative-based games that are doing big numbers because people want a story. They want connection to things.
Yes.
They want to overthrow repressive tyrants.
Yes.
What's that feel like?
Overthrowing oppressed tyrant.
Yes. So how long have you guys been working on this game, on this project?
That's a good question.
Long time.
Long time. Well, when we first started, it was just a couple of us doing
Okay.
it. So since then, I think it's been, 2 years when
2
we
years.
actually started.
Yeah.
But we've gotten a little bit of funding recently.
Oh.
And so because of that, we've been able to ramp up our team, actually be a full-on team. Not all the three of us each wearing 12 hats, trying to be everything.
We know what that's
It's a
like.
common theme this weekend. Yeah, we've heard. Yeah.
So I think right now, seriously, we've had a full team for 8 months ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been
It's been
glorious
incredible.
8 months.
Awesome.
Glorious 8 months.
I feel like you don't have to do everything yourself.
I know there's
Yeah.
the mental capacity of freedom to actually focus on stuff that you're good at.
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's actually wild. Like when I play the game now, I see stuff. I'm like, well, like when did that get added?
Yeah,
Like, who worked
how
on
did
that?
it do that?
How does the system work? It's great.
So how long have you yourselves been developing games for?
I've been in the industry for about 5 years.
Okay.
This was my first game
Oh,
dev title. Yeah.
all right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm not from a game dev background.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah,
background?
We're both from software.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
okay,
software
okay.
and web dev, that's what I do in my day job. So.
Okay. And this is side gig
This
sort
is
of.
Side gig that-
still passion project
just a passion
territory.
project, Yeah.
I
Also a
understand
common
entirely.
theme. Yeah. Also a common theme.
Hence the publisher pitches that we're
Yes.
doing.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't know if I was a publisher. I think it would be a good pickup.
Thank you.
Fish
Thank you
guns.
for
Fish
saying
guns is a good hook.
It's a hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Someone said. So, aside from the updates that we want to do to play the newer version, what kind of things are you guys still implementing and looking to add?
What's your roadmap for the
That's a
future?
slippery slope. There's
Slippery like fish.
Yes, good on.
You're on a.
This is how you get jams. This is how you get publishers. You just make fish puns. You're just making otter puns before.
You just
Now
got-
it's the fish puns.
You just gotta weigh the scales.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think so far our demo is very much like a vertical slice in terms of mechanics. Like a lot of the mechanics are built. What we need to keep, continuing building is the quest system, the narrative, a lot of the narrative content. The hub area that you're in between runs right now is pretty bare bones. Obviously, that's going to be our next milestone to flesh that out a lot more, add meta progression to the game.
Yeah.
And we just want to build more zones. So
Yes.
the build that, I hope you switch to after,
Yes, we will, yeah.
is just one zone. It's our laboratory zone. But we want to have 3 other zones in the game as well. And the player
Okay.
actually picks which zone they want to go do a run in. And the idea is every zone is like a major infrastructure of the kingdom.
Okay, just like
And
different biomes of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you got to go to these places and you got to dismantle them. One of them is a church because the king has a bit of a cult following. A lot of propaganda, religious imagery. It's pretty cool. But we're excited to build that zone out. I'm excited to build that zone out.
Sick.
Awesome. So pie in the sky, what would release look like for you? Like how far down the road is this?
I think best case for us is second quarter of 2028. So
Okay.
we're still some ways out.
Yeah. But you've got the bones of it and it looks like
Yeah, the foundation.
It runs and functions and it plays pretty well.
And I
Yeah.
think the big thing that we've just heard about like writing a narrative game is that it's not just writing the narrative, it's then actually integrating into your game.
Yeah.
As an entirely different beast in itself.
Yes.
Right. So I think there's a lot of time and love that's gonna have to put into that aspect as we focus on the foundations quite a bit early. So now it's time to
Time to ramp it up and make it look a bit
time to
prettier.
some other things. Yeah.
Awesome. So again, for everyone, if they are trying to find your game, if they're trying to throw it on their wish list, Biorogue from Grizzly Moose Studios.
Grizzly Moose Games.
Grizzly Moose Games.
Yes.
Sorry, studios. Every studio developer has a
Yeah, I
different.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Sorry, at the Grizzly Moose booth.
Grizzly Moose booth. Yes.
Grizzly Moose booth.
Exactly.
You can find them at GameCon all weekend. Come
Yes.
down, play it.
Can I do a shameless plug?
Go for
That's
it.
what we're here for.
All right.
Literally what we're here for.
All right, chat, listen up. Biorogue on Steam, you can wishlist it now. If you'd like to join our community and start playtesting the game, please head over to biorogue.firstlook.gg. We're letting a bunch of playtesters into the game. You're going to get a Steam key. You're going to have that Steam key for basically 2 years. You're going to have it for as long as we're developing the game. So you basically have the full game if you join our community for, ever until the game comes out.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'd love to have you in the
That's
community.
sweet.
Yep.
Well, thanks, guys. We appreciate you coming on, talking about your
thank
game.
you for the
Thank you for
invitation.
having us. Yeah.
It's nice to talk to people that are like passionate about what they're doing and actually excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope your pitches go well today.
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
this gave you a little bit of like a run through.
Yeah.
Shake it off. Yep.
I feel like you'll get less fish puns in the actual one, but
Well, I kind of want more now. Those are
Yeah,
I don't think I have
Those
enough.
are the publishers we want.
you know what? I think you need to start like just keep count. See how many you can make
During a pitch?
Yeah, during the pitch.
Is this like Super Troopers?
Yeah,
How many times
meow.
can you sneak in meow?
Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you
awesome.
guys for
Have,
having
have
us.
yourselves a great weekend,
Yeah,
and
thank
I'm
you.
sure we'll see you around. I'm going to come by your booth and probably play it, or
Thank you so
Well,
much.
yeah.
you
Fix
can,
this.
you can show us how
Yeah.
it's a bit better and go from there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Awesome.
guys.
Thanks a lot.
Sounds
Shout
good.
out
Thank
to
you so
Good
much.
Enough Podcast,
Yeah.
Good Enough Gaming
Thanks for having
Podcast.
us. Thank you.
All right.
All right, I'm here with Sean and Anthony from Nice Axe Games.
Nailed it.
Feels like a compliment every time I say it.
Yeah.
Great name.
That's a nice axe game. Yeah.
Yeah, they're here with their game Cali and Co.
You got it?
Oh, cat game.
Yeah.
Calico.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
a
two
cat
cats.
person. Yeah.
Jordan pointed it out yesterday. It's
Yeah.
a cat game.
So what would you say it is you do here?
So for that's a very open question, and I'll try and narrow that in. So, in the game, what the players will do is you're going out on an adventure.
Yes.
You're brand new explorers. You're just graduated from the Explorer Academy, and you've been sent out on your first major assignment. What quickly starts out as pretty routine: meet up with the other crew, map out the island, explore, see what the critters and flora and fauna are there. Quickly escalates into a bit of an adventure of a lifetime. When you get to the island, you get stranded. You discover that the crew's missing, and you have to kind of enter all these temples to save each of the crew members, and then get off the island.
So shit goes wrong, and you
Early
have to
on.
deal with it.
Yeah.
Sounds like any adventure.
yeah.
Simple
yeah.
building blocks, yeah.
And so that's what the players will be doing throughout the game, and we have some unique mechanics. So one of our main mechanics is an item swapping mechanic, where in your standard adventure game, you discover items throughout your adventure, and we have the same thing, but there's only one copy of it. So you'll find the boomerang, but there's only one boomerang. So you actually have to pass the items back and forth to solve puzzles.
Sharing
So-
simulator.
awesome.
Yeah, it's sharing. Yeah, if we're
This is
forcing sharing,
such a
yeah.
sibling game.
Yeah.
Big time.
We're forcing you to share, just
Yeah.
like Mom said. All right,
Yeah.
you have to share. And then the other one, we have a kind of behind-the-scenes system we call the event grading system. And what that does, it's actually tracking your skill
Okay.
as you're playing, as individuals and your team. And then as you enter different rooms, different puzzles will spawn based on your skill set. So the idea behind that is we really want this game to kind of cater to, there's a couple, but two main audience members. One is parents who game with their kids,
Yes.
because that's one of the only growing cohorts in North America in gaming. Everyone who plays games currently in North America currently plays games.
Yeah.
The new gamers coming in are trickling in. The newest ones are kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, parents give their kids, they play Roblox, they play Minecraft. Great games, a little confusing for some people. Minecraft is wonderful. However, that's an infinite game. You're playing
Yeah.
forever. This game, it's an adventure game, 8 to 12 hours. You play it over 2 to 3 weekends. It's a nice experience. You can play with someone else who isn't maybe as skilled. Now, we like games. We play all, name a game like League of Legends or Dota or any of these more challenging games, we're into it. We love it. So the difficulty does ramp up. It is harder, but we're trying to be mindful of newer players and kind of get these newer cohorts into the game.
You don't want to alienate them immediately.
You got it.
With like a difficulty spike.
Yeah, and one thing we've been asked for, and we haven't actually implemented, but we do plan to, is hard setting the difficulty, because we've had people be like, well, what if I just want to play the hardest? And like, oh yeah, we can probably just set the score the whole way, like hard set it, and just leave it at that. Because, you know, for us, we like a challenge. We firmly believe that overcoming challenges together is a way that really helps create memories. Like, we grew up playing every game we've ever played, whether it was solo or not, we were always playing as a group. There's 3 of us. There's actually another brother who's off camera, hidden away. We don't let the public see him.
The middle one.
Yeah, the youngest actually. Yeah, I'm the middle. Yeah,
okay.
The young one. We don't let people see him, and he makes us look bad. So
he's the sloth of the group.
The truth is, he's just too far handsome, and like, it makes us look bad. So
yeah, we gotta hide him so nobody knows. And so we've always played games together, and we've really liked challenging games, Dark Souls, any of them, and we eventually want to get up to making, you know, pretty epic, like, fun games. But to start, we're a brand new studio. Kalinko is our kind of first commercial entry into that space and into a gaming space, and we are specifically targeting some markets that we feel are quite underserved, which are the parents who game with their kids, as mentioned, and couples who game together, where one of the members doesn't play as many games. So, like, my wife, you know, the last game she really sunk her teeth into was Donkey Kong for the SNES. She doesn't play games.
It's been a while.
It's been a long while, but she often will be like, I'd love to play that with you. And then she'll struggle with, like, you know, moving the body and the camera at the same time. So we've done a lot of things, even in the controls, to really bring that down. So it's a really good entry point for people. And then if you like adventure games, you're going to like the game. There's, you know, we have the standard dodge roll lock on. So we kind of joke, it's kind of like a Dark Souls, but like, it's not a Souls-like, but we definitely have the lock on dodge roll. So we could count it, but yeah.
Callie and Co. You heard it here. Souls-like.
We get you in with the cute vibe, and then 180 turns dark.
It just gets really dark.
People die. Lose limbs.
Yeah. So, as of right now, like, how long have you guys been working on this title?
So about 7 months. So we've started Nice X Games a couple years ago. Me and my brother and our other brother, we wanted to make games together. You know, Anthony's worked in the industry for 10 years. I've been in the creative industry for 15 years. I've been in gaming for 9 now, or 8, about 9. So we wanted to make a game together. The first game we started making, you know, we're going through it. You know, I learned coding on that project.
Yeah.
You know, like, I had to learn that. It was Anthony has always done environmental 3D modeling. I have always been in project management or producing. Like, that's been my role for 15 years. So I had to learn coding. And the first game, not only was it coded terribly because I did it, it also wasn't fun. We discovered as we were playing it, we're like, this is like, I remember there was a night we were playing it like 2 a.m. We were trying to fix some bugs. We were doing a playtest, and it was like 3 of us or 4 of us. And we were playing, and then it just got quiet. And all of a sudden, you were on the mic, I just hear you go, is this game even fun? And it wasn't. And so we scrapped that project, and it was a big learning thing of, like, yeah, we have to, like, fun forward. We can't just make mechanics that we think sound fun. We have to, like, constantly be like, and so then we scrapped that. We tried a couple other game jams, tried a couple other things, and then we landed on Kalinko, and we were like, all right, here we go. And this event has been so reaffirming, seeing people play the game. When people come to the booth and there's 2 of them playing, and they're joking and laughing and goofing off, and you can see them smiling, it's like, okay, yeah, they get it. Like, hell yeah. Like, watching them enjoy it is, been really invigorating, at least,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, you were here for Nagus as well.
Yeah.
You've had some pitch sessions.
Yeah. So we're trying to get into the world of, like, you know, making the studio, you know, a bit more of a global success. You know, we're currently bootstrapped. You know, like we're putting our own money into it. We got some support and funding from there's wonderful grants here in Canada that have helped. And if anyone is ever interested and wants to chat, you can always reach out to me. I'm happy to talk about them. I love helping other developers try and get into the space. So we want a few grants that kind of helped us get off the ground. And long term, we want to build a sustainable studio. And in order to do that, you kind of need investment for that first game. And once that gets out, you know, hopefully it propels itself into the next game of the next. And So we've been doing some pitch sessions. They've been going really well. I'm not a fan of public speaking. I've always said
You're doing great.
Oh,
Welcome to the pod.
You can't see how nervous I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I've always said that I can do really well with 7 eyeballs or less. So if it's 3 people, everyone has 2 eyes, it's too much. If one of you was one-eyed, I'd be good. And it's 7 one-eyed people, I'd be perfectly fine.
You're gonna pitch into pirates.
And yeah, good
Pirates and Cyclops.
Yeah. And infinite number of blind people. I could probably do that. So there's just something about too many eyes. I just start getting nervous and I ramble, which I'm probably doing right now. So hit me if I need to stop talking because they're rambling.
You're good.
Yeah.
No, we just let the ramble roll
No,
here.
yeah.
It's part of the fun.
Let them hang themselves. Yeah.
So, GameCon, where can people find you?
We have a booth here. We have 2 booths actually. We have a booth here at GameCon, number 166.
Right beside the mega stage.
Yeah, right.
beside the
Right
we
there.
also have we have one by the mega stage. That's A6, I think it's
Okay.
called. And then we have another one called 166, which is our bigger booth, and the rest of the team is there. So our team is
Awesome.
8 people.
Wow.
Yeah, and everyone's putting in after work, like blood, sweat, and tears. We only have 2 team members that are like really full time on it, and
Okay.
everyone else is like after work put in the hours.
Side project kind of.
Yeah, like Anthony puts in 50 to 60 hours a week on the project full time, and then I put maybe 30 to 40 hours after my day job.
Right.
So I start at 7 p.m. and I go to 2 a.m.
Oh,
And
man.
it's like every day, and then weekends are 10-hour days just to hit my minimums of like. And that's something
Wow.
like truthfully, if people want to get in the industry, and you're doing it on the side, you have to do that. You have to put in the like minimum time of like I need to spend 20 hours a week on the game, otherwise it won't progress enough. And then it gets stagnant, and then you get people get disenfranchised with they're like, oh, nothing's moving, and they feel oh, it's not going anywhere, and you need that constant
Team
push.
members can drop out because of it.
Yeah. Especially when you have little to no funding, and people are doing it. It's not proportional the amount of work they're putting into the amount you can even give them.
Right.
And yeah, like one of the ways we had to compensate the team is we're like, hey, we got swag bags for everyone for the event. I hope that's good for this month. Like,
Paying for the hotels.
yeah. So we try, but but that is always the biggest challenge of any company is the capital at the start, right?
Yeah.
And especially video games because they're hard to make. It's the technical, it's art, it's design, and then there's marketing and community building, and then
Legal.
legal and
trademarks.
yeah, we went through all the trademark stuff. We kind of learned that world and had to go
that's
through
a
that.
nightmare.
And yeah, it's so
many
confusing.
trademarks for
What?
so many tiny things. It's
Yep.
wild.
Yeah, it's almost like the lawyers did that intentionally to pay themselves more. Like, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Although I do love our lawyer if he's listening. You're sick. he's great. He's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you see any image of like 2 cats on a boat, that's Cal and Co.
Two.
We'll have the 2 boats.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the event.
So, one more shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Come check out Cal & Co. Please wishlist us on Steam. We're already out on Steam, so you can wishlist there. We are doing play tests. We're doing that truly from August. We'll have the online replication. So from August till the game's out, we're doing play tests. We're building a little community. We're giving out prizes. Like if you're a big play tester, one of the things we want to do is you can take a picture of your cat and we'll put their pattern in the game, so you can make your cat.
Sick.
So we can have your cat in the game. You
That's
don't need
so
to just be
cool.
Cal & Co. Ideally, like one of the things we have is when you start the game, you pick your pattern. You pick how a short, fat cat, a tall, skinny cat, and then you pick the pattern of your cat. If you're involved in the community, if you win some of these contests, you can get it in there, and then you get to pick the name. So as you're venturing, it doesn't have to be Cal & Co. It could be your cat, Bobby and Boop, and you can run around together.
Gonna have to
And then
Talk to my wife.
and that's the thing, and she'd be a target demographic. She doesn't play games.
That's
so
what we
then
do.
You and her can play
We
together.
love
and
playing,
Yeah.
split fiction,
Oh,
like those
Takes
co-op
Two.
games.
Yeah.
Like,
So one of the reasons the game spawned is actually from Split Fiction and having the experience of like acing a puzzle and waiting on my wife to finish. And so I'm like, okay, like there is a need for like 2 difficulties in a co-op game because not everyone is at that caliber. Now, if I play with Anthony, different story. We're racing. It's a speed run. Who can get there first?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different difficulties for different people is what we're trying to also help it. But yeah, wish us on Steam. We'd love it. We are looking to grow and help support local small indies.
Yes.
Would be awesome. But yeah,
Awesome. Sean, Anthony, Nice Axe Games. Thanks a lot for coming by.
thank you guys for having
Callie
us.
and Co. Check it out. GameCon all weekend. Come on down, play some games.
come on down.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Gosh, thank you so much.
Here with Trevor, as always. He's never left. And also Mike from Shroudy Software. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now, this one was a special reach out for me because it like checked off all the boxes. The game is PinPow,
Correct. Yeah.
which is a roguelite pinball.
It's a turn-based roguelike pinball RPG. So
Checking all the boxes,
every
saying all
single
my
box.
favorite words. So, how did this happen? Where did this come from?
So initially this started as a pachinko game.
Okay.
So I started this about 6-7 years ago, and then Piglin came out, and I was like, oh dang, he did it so well. You know, Daniel did a great job. He's from Vancouver as well, so very, very close to the heart. So I took a break on that, and I went to go work on For the King 2. And while we were doing that, we had pinball competitions. So we started to have pinball tournaments every month, and it got so intense that we had artists sleeping under their desks to win this pinball tournament.
Seriously?
So that stopped.
Oh my god!
Right? You know, like work wasn't getting done. But I wanted to carry on that torch.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Why don't I take my love for pinball and like the energy for that and turn that into like rework the game and turn it into a pinball game, and that's kind of how we ended up here.
Wow. So how long have you been working on PinPow so far?
So it's been a bit of a passion project for about 6-7 years.
Okay.
But the majority of the work has been in the last like 8 months.
Just like really putting in some time.
Really putting in some time. It was really rough. It was all my art, and I'm a programmer, so it was programmer art, very like MS Painty, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we got a 2D artist. We have a wonderful composer. They've been handling all the creative stuff on that side, and then I've been kind of filling in the blanks everywhere else.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're a solid 3-person team right now.
And that's what I love about like some of the indie stuff is you end up wearing so many different hats and you get experience in all these different places and understanding how things roll.
Yeah.
Or bounce.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to figure it out. Sometimes it's like, oh, okay, we need to do this now, and it's like, okay, well, how do we do this, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll do rigging, I'll do animation, I'll do effects, sometimes I'll stick my hand in some creative design and some visual design. So
that's so cool.
Wherever needed, and because we have to keep the boat moving, right?
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat. We all have to get the product done at the end of the day, so we want to make sure we do that as efficiently as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, you were here for Nagus as well. Have you had many meetings? Have you been talking to a bunch of different people about your game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're here to get publishing and funding support.
Yeah.
So that was kind of one of the main reasons we wanted to come to Nagus, just to talk to like-minded professionals, to people in publishing, to other people who have released their game and have dealt with the same kind of trajectory that we're going on. And we just want to make sure, we're on the right track, that we can try to get some support for release, and we want to have a successful release, and we want to have a publisher that believes in us and can support us through that as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you stopped at the actual pinball tables? Have you done some walk-bys too? Because I certainly.
So I kind of snuck in on the first day, and that was the first thing I saw, and I sat down. It was Nitro Pinball. They're all lovely, and they have a bit of a presence in Vancouver as well. So, the next step for me is when I go home is to talk to them, see if we can work out a little bit of a collab of some sort, because I love doing that stuff. I want to support local businesses, especially Canadian businesses. I think that's super important.
So get your game installed at a pinball arcade.
I'd love that. We actually have kind of like a port that we can put on pinball tables.
Okay.
But at the same time, the best format we're aiming for is like consoles and PC gaming, right?
So okay, this is a side question now. Right now we're just talking about pinball. If you could pick one stern, like this is like a lottery win. You win the lottery, money's no object. What one pinball machine are you buying?
Ooh, that's a great question. So I like the Williams tables. Those are some of my favorite. I would say Cactus Canyon is probably one of my favorites, just because it has like it has a lot going on. But one of my favorites is Medieval Madness. I love castles. I love drawbridges. So it has all of that like kind of fun mechanic style in it with all of the we want it to be friendly, accessible. If you like pinball, if you don't even think you're good at pinball, we want it to be a pinball game where you feel like you could actually win, because a lot of the time you play pinball, there's no actual winning of the pinball. You can get a high score, but we want it to be obtainable. We want to send you on a Jumanji-like adventure, because your character that gets sucked into the pinball machine, like your grandparents' pinball machine, and you're trying to defeat the evil pinball wizard. So it's very like Adventure Time coded. You're trying to defeat the evil big bad, but you're doing it with pinball, and we want it silly, whimsical, fun. You're picking up flippers that are like hot dogs. You have balls that are like gelatinous cube balls, essentially, or banana balls. So it's very silly. We take ourselves with a lot of fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously, because at the end of the day, we want you to be able to pick up the game, have a good time, and not get extremely frustrated like pinball can sometimes make you.
So now, obviously, you can change some parts. Does the board change?
Yeah, so we do a little bit of procedural generation across the board. So each board, we have like combat's a different board, dungeons are different boards. You know, you can do encounters or some mini games, and each one is procedural. So currently we have over 250,000 different boards.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a lot. When it comes to procedural generation, I have a tip for everyone: is that, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Be careful with it because not everything works. So we do a little bit of chunking in the background, but we want to make sure that, you know, it's still a pinball table at the end of the day. That you don't have bumpers like right in the middle of the field and stuff. So there's a bit of logic to making it fun, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we want it replayable. So every time you play it, it's a different experience. You know, we don't want that samey feeling one run after another. So
I really want to play this.
Yes. You have to listen to Pinball Wizard the whole time you play.
So I am trying to chase down the licensing for that, but you know,
that's
very
pricey.
very expensive.
Yeah.
So well, TBD on that one. But if they could throw us a bone, you know.
Yeah. Flipper it your way.
Yeah.
When do we get like the legacy licensing? Like if it's older than so many years?
If I can get it for a day, we're gonna have like a banger promo day.
Just one day.
Yeah,
Just
one day.
Just turn on your Spotify.
Yeah.
Just put it in the background.
Oh no! Whoops. Mike, thanks so much for coming by.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
Kyle's gonna play that for sure.
I'm 100% playing that. Game.
We'll get you involved. And maybe we could do a good enough game collab. You know.
Oh, that'd be
See
great.
what we could do.
A good enough pinball board.
Good enough pinball
Just
board.
blank. It's just blank.
But you know, we are aiming to do a lot of fun collabs. We really want to support locally, even if there's no like cross promotion needed. We just want to involve other people and, you know, get everyone in the game.
So again, just one more time for everyone, when they can wish list it on Steam.
Yep.
Shroudy Software, PinPow. Play some pinball. I want to play some pinball.
On Steam now for wish listing.
Awesome.
Hey-o.
Mike, thanks again.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
That actually sounds fucking sick. All right, we're back. We've got Ben from Green Man Gaming, all the way from across the pond, coming to check out new games, figure out if you want to look into them. So what exactly goes into, like, what's your criteria for games you think will be successful?
So when it comes to looking at games, the biggest challenge is always what you personally like versus what feels genuinely commercial. You'll see this across pretty much every publisher when it comes to the scouting side of things, that they'll all have these favorite games that they absolutely adore. But when you run numbers on them, it just doesn't add up at all generally. And quite a lot of the time, it doesn't actually work out the way it should have done anyway. So the number of people are absolutely right. So what you tend to look for when it comes to scouting and strategy is usually, if it's not announced, it's games which fall into genres which are clearly showing trends but not oversaturated. So certain genres will get like a sudden spike of games created in a very quick period of time. And that's kind of the genres you usually want to avoid a bit from the publishing perspective.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting another 200 unannounced games that you don't know about. So you see safer genres. Survival tends to be quite a safe genre. Horror is usually reasonably safe. Action games are reasonably safe. Adventure games are reasonably safe. The challenging ones are usually more into the racing areas, into the sports areas. And then they're usually into puzzle areas as well, which tend to be a bit more tricky.
Okay.
You can get standout games in them, but when it comes to running numbers, these games tend to need to be cheaper for it to actually make sense when it comes to how much you have to fund to make the game work.
Okay. So your time here so far, you've been here Thursday and this morning so far. Have you seen some that have promise?
Yeah, I was quite surprised that the budgets now, I think, have changed quite a lot compared to what they were a few years ago in Canada.
Okay.
I attended Mix like 2-3 years ago, and every game's budget was around 2 million, 3 million CAD. But the issue is that when you were exploring the whole world using games, you were going to stuff like Poland at the time, and what would cost the equivalent of pounds, like 1.6 million. In Poland was like 300k.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a situation of Canada was way too expensive.
Right.
But the CMF seems a lot more reasonable now with how it operates. And I think devs are becoming a lot more indie budget in mind with making stuff actually feel profitable. So the scaling down the budgets whilst keeping a cool hook in the game has been a big thing. At this event, there's been quite a few games actually which seem quite logical and really smart. I can't say which ones are going to go through our process to make sense.
What?
Yeah. What do you
I'm
mean?
not sure if the devs would like that either, so I won't talk about games specifically. But the quality has definitely been there, and it's definitely improving. What makes sense?
So for yourself, like what games are you playing right now?
I'm a teamfight tactics addict. I was playing Dispatch recently, and I really enjoyed it.
I was going to start that this weekend.
I was worried I was going to hate it because I thought it was going to be humor that wouldn't click with me when I was seeing trailers. But I genuinely found it one of the funniest things I've played in years.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
And like I almost want to go back now and like try again because there was a couple choices that you're on the fence about.
I'm a heathen. I just watch a YouTube video to see the other. It's like 7 hours or a 20-minute YouTube job.
Yeah,
so I always go for that.
I can understand.
I played First Light recently as well.
Okay, how was that? That one's on our list.
I actually really liked it. It felt like an Uncharted game.
Yes.
In design, and I think that was a very good thing.
Yes.
I think the stealth was a bit underwhelming in it.
Okay.
But the actual action and the cutscenes and the story I thought were really damn good.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm hoping it actually does get a sequel and it's not just now abandoned. Well, the Amazon takeover.
Yeah, because like 007 has been sort of like on the back burner for
not a
ever. Like we haven't seen
like PS2, right?
Yeah. So it's nice to see something like that actually finding success and getting good reviews that way. Because like you said, it feels like an Uncharted game.
Yeah.
Which we miss so dearly.
Yes. Yeah, I've gone back and played the Uncharted series several times because I love that game. Like that whole franchise is just great.
I'm still waiting for the PC version, so I don't think they're coming now. But
it's so good.
I was hoping there would be like a PC version or at least a remake of Uncharted 1.
Yeah,
Uncharted 1, I find always the hardest part to get into the series.
Yeah.
It's first I can think of was I was playing through the Yakuza games.
Yes.
And I went through like Yakuza 0, 1, 2 of the remakes. And then you were switching to Yakuza 3 before the new remake came out.
Yes.
And the drop in like gameplay felt so brutal.
Yeah.
And I think Uncharted 1 feels very similar.
Yeah.
It just feels very dated.
Yeah, if you got to start with like number 2.
Yeah.
And then kind of build the love for it, and then you're like, okay, I'll just get through this because I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the lore.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the backstory on everyone, all that.
So is this your first time in Canada altogether?
I did mix in Montreal.
Right, Montreal.
Previously.
Yeah.
That one was really good, but that was like 3 years ago.
Okay.
So
now you're
might
further
attempt it
west.
again,
Yeah. So how have things expanded since then? Like as far as like game quality, game development.
I think people are becoming a lot more aware that larger budgets aren't really working for securing funding. It's one of the bigger challenges. Yeah. Like back a few years ago, every game was hiring costs by a good margin.
Yeah.
And people were trying to quickly shift into like the AA, AAA market. But there's never been enough funding for them markets to ever really work. So you see a lot of desperation was the honest answer.
Yeah.
With people trying to cling on and keeping their studios going. But they were still making games with 50 people behind them.
Yeah.
And with 50 people, it's just too many salaries. Most publishers take the risk, is the honest answer. So people have scaled down their budget while still trying to find something now, which makes the game stand out. And I think it's a lot more commercial minded now than it was during COVID and post-COVID slightly.
How did you yourself get into game scouting and like this sort of role?
So I was previously at Team 17, and in that I was on the QA side of things.
Okay.
And eventually they just announced basically there was a vacancy for a junior role in scouting. And to be honest, I did so long in QA that I was at a point where if I didn't get that job, I was probably just going to change industries.
Yeah.
QA was fun, but I was on a live ops style game. And live ops meant doing the same checks day after day after day.
Right.
And it became too tedious for how I function. I was just losing focus, and I was like, this is too much. But there was a junior role, I applied for it, I managed to get it, and it was definitely the best change in the industry that I need.
How long have you been game scouting for?
4 and a bit years now.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And so aside from like Canada and UK, are there other places, like notable places you've traveled for game scouting?
I've done quite a lot of regions. I've done like Japan, I've done Korea. We'll be doing China probably this year to have a look around them regions. Right. I think the ones that are growing really rapidly is Korea. Korea's doing very well right now. China's always been a very strong one, but it's been more mobile targeted.
Yes.
They're now starting to open up more to console and PC, and I think there's going to be a huge wave of even indie scale games which will stand out there.
Yeah.
Spain's always been really good for indie market.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Okay.
Blasphemous was one of the big ones that kind of kicked off. But if you ever go to the Spanish events, you'll see a lot of studios with very promising stuff. Canada's growing quite well.
Yeah.
I would say they're probably the main ones right now, but I think Korea might be the most interesting one
Cool.
for the next few years.
Great. Well, we won't take up too much more of your time. We appreciate coming on and talking about game scouting. Yeah, it's a lot of talking
It's
for the
only
weekend.
day one.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had the break, so it's just been talking.
Yeah. We'll give you a bunch of time here. Thanks for coming on, Ben. We really appreciate
It's
it.
great meeting you. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you.
We have Andrew here.
Yes.
From what was it? Retro
Dragon Entertainment.
Retro Dragon Entertainment.
Yeah.
Based out of Strathmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knew?
How that happened?
Hometown.
Yeah.
Here to talk to us about your game here
yes.
at GameCon.
Path of Kana.
Path of Kana.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of background about what it is, where it came from,
You bet.
how you got there?
Yeah, so I'm obviously big into retro games, and a huge part of my life and the things that I really like are the Legend of Zelda games. So like the Link to the Past and on the Super Nintendo and all
Perfect.
those.
Back when it was good.
That's right, exactly.
Objectively, but not really.
Yeah. So yeah, like the Game Boy Link's Awakening, all of those. The Zelda series has been a huge inspiration for my game. So it's a top-down action RPG. Very much akin to the dungeon crawlers that you expect from a Zelda game. Follows the exact same kind of formula with the dungeons and the bosses and all the puzzles and that sort of thing. Very heavy puzzle based. What makes my game slightly different is that there's actually randomizer communities that have ROM hacked these games, and what they do is they shuffle the items throughout the world. And yeah, and so your routing is completely different. So you might not do dungeon 1 first, you might do dungeon 3 first.
Oh, so it bounces you around.
That's right. So, but they're all ROM hacks, so you have to play on a computer and a PC, and like there's a lot of tertiary programs involved with that sort of thing to make those types of things work.
Okay.
So my game is built like that from the ground up. So it's going to have all sorts of different modes and stuff like that built into the game right from day one.
Okay.
And my whole goal is so that it's like playable on Steam Deck or like a handheld type of setting where people who aren't familiar with these randomizers can kind of get an idea of what those games are about. And,
right.
And all the UI and everything will try and support that so that you can learn how these types of games work in that sort of setting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
How long have you been working on this?
So I started Path of Kana's development last January. It was kind of like a New Year's resolution because I've always I've been kind of doing game dev off and on, just like game jams and smaller things like that for since about 2018. But I've always really wanted to make a Zelda-like game like this. So 2024, I was like, I'm doing this. I'm going on. I'm going for it. So yeah, so about a year and a half now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And with Nagas happening this weekend as well, you've had a lot of meetings and feedback from devs and publishers.
Yeah, I've been
backers.
really lucky. Yeah, I've been really lucky. All the publishers reached out to me, so I was booked pretty much solid yesterday with publishers.
Perfect.
And yeah, I didn't reach out to them.
Yeah.
And I've even had
What a good problem to have.
Yeah, right. And I have actually had I've had 2 publishers reach out directly from Steam now as well.
Oh,
Wow.
fantastic.
Yeah, so
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's really good. So I think that's a good sign that even if I don't go the publisher route and I do decide to self-publish, I at least have that interest there and I can have conversations. And really what Nagas has been about for me is trying to network and at least get to people to know who I am, because obviously I'm just starting off and new to the industry and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of like us. We're just
Yeah.
here to get the word out.
Yeah.
Get word out about other people too.
Yeah,
So
and I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, of course. So Kana, is that a main character in your story, or can you tell us a little bit about the character?
You bet. Yeah. So Kana is the main character. She's she's not a silent protagonist like you would expect old school games to be. There's actually a lot of narrative involved with my game, but she's kind of on this journey to purify and get her land back to the way it was, because there's like this silent shadow that's essentially creeping over the land, and there's these evil spirits that she has to contain within these mystical lanterns. And once she's been able to do that, then everything will kind of simmer down, because now there's monsters all over the world, and she's trying to bring peace. Yeah, exactly. She's trying to bring peace back to it, and she wasn't really like elected to be this type of individual, so she just kind of finds herself in this situation, and then she's got to
rise to the occasion.
Yeah, exactly. So but that's kind of her story and what she's doing to try and bring everything back to light, essentially.
So so you have your different dungeons, like your ROM hacks. Like, if there's any game that would be similar in style to this, what would you relate it to?
Yeah, so artistically, it's very much inspired a Link minute, or what am I trying to say here? Minish Cap for the Game Boy Advance. So artistically, it's like higher fidelity pixel art, but a lot of the gameplay comes from Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. So it feels very much like a Super Nintendo game, but it looks like the Game Boy Advance game.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
We like that.
Yeah.
So as far as like release is concerned, do you have like a light at the end of the tunnel? Do you have...
I'm aiming for Q1 of 2028, so it's still a year and a bit off. I've essentially got all the mechanics in place, like all the algorithms for the randomizers and stuff have been hard-coded in. It's mostly just doing content and building the dungeons and the puzzles and all those sort of things. So I do think I've got a ways to go on that front still. I've got one dungeon right now. I've got like 9 to go. But as far as it's mechanically is all built, so that's at least
perfect.
That's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
So
The framework is there. The skeleton is been pieced together.
that's right. Yeah.
Now, as far as you mentioned dungeons, you've got one built. Do you have, what are the ideas for that? Is it like biome style? Are you going to have like themes around them?
Yeah, every dungeon will be like unique to itself, themed around. I'm trying to do a little bit offbeat, like a lot of classic RPGs and stuff. It's like the lava biome, the ice biome, and I do have some of that, but like one of the biomes that I have will be kind of desert, but it's going to be based more off like the hoodoos kind of idea.
Okay.
So it's going to be more like it's actually a fossil dungeon, so it's going to be more like based on like skeletal zombie type dinosaurs, and like I'm gonna have like giant spiders, but their abdomens are made of amber and like that sort of thing. So yeah, so it's gonna. I'm trying to make it a little more offbeat and more unique, so that there's some flavor on top of what you would expect.
Just not the same thing every
That's
time.
right. Yeah, exactly. So
same but different.
Yes.
yeah. Familiar enough, but also unique at the same time.
I like it.
Yeah.
So one last plug for everyone, just so. You know, shameless self-promotion. You gotta be good at that when we're trying to sell a game, right?
You bet. So Path of Kana you can find on Steam. If you just search Path of Kana, there's a Steam page there. You're more than welcome to come check that out. I'm not huge on any of the socials just yet, but if you look up Retro Dragon, I am on like X and Blue Sky and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then obviously I've got a Discord channel. I'm more than happy to have people jump on there, and I have play testing all the time. And if so, that's somebody.
I was just gonna say, do you have demo? Do you have a beta out?
So right now there's a small demo. Obviously, I'm showcasing it here at GCC this weekend. People can swing by and play that. But if you want to catch me on Discord as well, I'm happy to share that and get people's feedback on the game.
Excellent.
Awesome. We love it.
Yeah.
Great. Andrew, thanks for coming on. We love hearing about good games that people are passionate about.
Go Strathmore.
Yeah, go Strathmore.
And with another interview, because we can't stop, we won't stop. We got Chris from Iron Oak. You're back.
I am.
Came to talk to us again. I know we did like a full episode. God, it feels like a while ago.
Yeah, it must have been almost a year now.
Yeah.
So nice to see you in person.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Nice. Thank you.
How's things going? Like we've seen multiple updates, and a couple of us have played the.
Oh yeah, we played the crap out of it.
Game. Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to hear that.
Yeah. So what's new? You've had some new classes released.
Yeah.
Some new modes. Tell us about those.
Sure, yeah. We just released Dungeon Crawl mode, which a lot of people really love. It's sort of the more roguelike kind of version of For the King 2. We had it in For the King 1, and we've sort of updated it and kind of brought it into the second game. And we also just launched 3 classes. One of them was included for free with the update. Okay. And then we also launched the Angler and the Beekeeper.
I
just saw the Beekeeper, little like bee.
Yeah, little honey we call it.
Yeah.
It's a little pet. And it
Created quite the buzz.
Yeah. When I was doing all the marketing, I was like, how can I fit bee puns?
Yes.
Like, what's the best bee pun I can do? So,
obviously the best way to go about it.
Yeah, and with the Angler as well. So all my like headlines were like, reel in the buzz, like that kind of stuff. Like real,
this one's gonna sting.
Yeah, hamming it up, real hamming it up. Yeah.
You'll be hooked.
You'll be hooked. I use that one 100%. I guarantee I use that one.
Yes.
So how's the development gone, and what's your next steps for this? Because with a game like this and seeing the content and things you're adding to it, where do you go from here next?
Yeah. For us, we've always been sort of community driven, and as the community manager, we love that. We love having community involved and whatnot. And so we've always said, if we release the DLC and the community says, we're kind of petering out on this, we've had our fun, then we'd wrap it up. But the community has kind of come back and said, give us more.
Yeah.
So there's more on the horizon. But
sweet.
We plan each DLC as the sort of last. And then if people want more, we'll do more, and we're probably going to do more. So.
No, this is the last one, we swear.
We swear. We're like Kiss doing their tours.
Yeah.
We're like, it's the farewell tour. 1998, farewell tour. We'll see you in 2006. Yeah. No, we have a lot on the sort of the docket going forward, and we're definitely thinking about, you know, the next title in the series or wherever we go for Iron Oak, you know. But yeah, we're really trying to like expand our Canadian footprint and doing sort of events like this, and we got some really good ones in Vancouver as well, and yeah, it's been fantastic. This event is great for us. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to start planning ahead so you can do this like a Fast and Furious thing, like, you know, for the King 3.
For the King 3, yeah.
For the King.
With the number.
Yes.
Yes. We've that's our design doc. We skipped 3. We just went straight to 4.
And then King 5.
King 5 is good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. No, we gotta really get the number puns. I think that's our biggest weakness.
Oh my god.
As our resident For the King expert, do you have requests for them? What's your favorite class? What's your favorite class?
I like tanky classes, so I really enjoyed playing the lumberjack. It was like an absolute favorite of mine. But I love the character design because they're so quirky. So the alchemist is like just like the hair and everything is just perfect.
Yeah.
I do want to go back. Jordan and I will probably go back now and play the beekeeper. It was really interesting to me. The angler sounds fun. But I was like, I still secretly hope you take my idea and put the bartender in there and just... and somebody will just like make a guy that only uses stools and broken bottles.
We've definitely considered it before. Yeah. We've definitely had that conversation before for sure.
They're like the bouncer.
Yeah. And we always like focus on like trying to have these occupational classes to like fit with the setting, and so... The next 2 that we've got planned out are like real corkers that people are gonna like.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, there's some real good ones, and there's some ideas that we've sort of internally had for FTK2 that are maybe a little too complicated for the foundation that like we're putting in the backlog for FTK3. From like intro will be like, here's this crazy thing we wanted to do in the second one, but like couldn't quite do it. Yeah, but now we've got the tech and the understanding. And
if you need a voiceover of a bartender or whatever, just let me know.
We'll hit you up for sure.
Get out of my bar.
But yeah, what's your like? Do you have kind of a grouping?
Yeah. My favorite class at the moment. I really like the beekeeper.
Yeah,
that's the new one. It has Lil Honey, and Lil Honey can heal you, and it will like fight alongside you. It's great. I love it. I also really love the Fallen Knight.
Yes. Okay.
You can do the charge attacks, and with the right party setup, you can just have that be your just glass cannon, and everyone else support you, and you just nuke the battlefield. It's so much fun.
I love the puppeteer.
Oh, yeah.
That is by far one of the coolest classes.
They love it too.
Yeah. That's right. Clearly, puppeteer fans over there. No, but like being able to turn things into like your puppet for the next few battles, and instead of having to like hope you get to the tile where you can afford or get a pet or hit that right tile. It's like, okay, this is sweet. Like it's just it's there. You get that extra little bit of I don't know, damage fodder in some cases to kind of be there with you. I think that is like the coolest thing.
We actually just updated the shepherd. Free update last week, I think.
The sheep.
That sounds right. Yeah. The sheep are all new. We've got 5 new sheep that you can spawn. So it's like the big bad wolf is still there. We've got like a basic sheep which has a taunt and it calls it annoying. So it'll just be like, that's this whole thing. We got like a healing golden sheep now that will like buff you, and then when it dies, it explodes into heals.
Oh my god, yes.
We just went crazy.
They love it.
They love sheep.
Oh my god. That's so awesome. I love that. And like that's the beauty of this game. Even from when we started, we were in the campaign, and like Jordan and I were working through it together, so we couldn't play every single night. But like during our campaign run through, you guys were doing fixes and like changing things and introducing new classes and stuff, and I was like, wow, for the magnitude of where this game is at, essentially I just want to say I'm really impressed, and I can't say enough good things about the company. we love the game. So I from the character names to being super like full of puns and just like all of the things that you garnered from the community and took back and put into the game, like you and your team have done a phenomenal job. So
appreciate that a lot. Yeah, no, the community's always been driving force, and you know they've always been vocal, and not in a disrespectful way that like it might sound. There definitely is a few, but there are, yeah. But generally speaking, people are just like passionate. They love the game and they just want more of it. And you know, we're happy to sort of oblige that. And at the end of the day, like our goal is we love video games. All of us in the studio love video games. There's only like 13 of us, so we're a pretty small studio. And if we break even and we still get to make video games, that's like best result for us. Like we're just happy to sort of do what we do, and it's the reason why we make like our DLC shared. So if you buy it, everyone can play and stuff like that. So it's we do those things, and the community is like respective and responsive of those. So it makes it feel worthwhile to kind of have that relationship.
And have you been busy this weekend with like Nagus? Have you had some productive meetings?
Yeah. Nagus has been great. We've had some meetings with sort of Canadian institutes, I guess. We had one with the CEIM, which is like Canadian Interactive sort of institute. I don't know if that's the right word, but that was a great chat. And you know, Sask Interactive is here and stuff. And I used to live in the prairies myself, but I was in Saskatoon for years, so I've always loved the prairies. When I moved here, I moved to Edmonton, and seeing the game development scene grow in the prairies, just like I love it. I think it's great, and all the great like people here. You know, we got people here from all over, so all over Canada. I just think it's such a great event to sort of connect and sort of boost the Canadian games industry in general, because we make so many good things here. Like it's crazy, and it's so nice to just see it like we're celebrated in an event like this.
Absolutely. Now, is there any hints you can give us for those two classes you're talking about?
Ooh, I probably can. I might get fired for it, but I probably can. Yeah.
Good enough exclusive right here.
We had a couple of ideas in mind beforehand, which I won't spoil because I think we'll reuse those in the future.
Okay.
When you see them, I'll come back and talk to you guys. And be okay. But yeah, there are some. They're in line with the classes that we currently have. They're occupational. I'll say one has something to do with the dead. I think that's as close as a hint I can give without risking my...
The mortician.
You just paint makeup. You just think of it. And the other one, I don't think I actually... Oh, we did it. I think people are going to like it. It's one that has come up a lot in the community as a request for a while. So I think the other one we're doing is going to be a fan favorite.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, that's too vague for spoilers.
No, that's okay. Don't put your own job on the line here, but so if you're involved in that, you probably have an idea already.
Yeah,
awesome.
Definitely. And one of them's playable currently, so I've played it internally, and it's very cool.
Yeah.
It has a mechanic that I think will speak to a lot of the like min-maxer players, the like 1% players who are like, I need the best results. And this character is built in a way that you can like, I won't say exploit, but you can really go in like some directions that like it provides you with some crazy stat changes. So
awesome.
So we were talking about For the King 2. Is there anything else that you're showcasing this weekend or working with this weekend?
Not this weekend, no. We will potentially have a For the King 1 mobile version in the near future.
Okay.
That's potentially boiling up.
Okay.
But for the moment, we're just doing For the King 2 here.
Awesome.
But we're definitely turning the wheels on future projects and having those conversations of where we want to go and when we feel we're done with FTK2 and whatnot. But there are definitely conversations we're having, but just FTK2 here for the show.
That's awesome.
Well, I hope you have a very busy weekend. I hope a lot of people discover your amazing game.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And we look forward to seeing those new classes.
Just before we just to reiterate to everyone here, where can they find this game? Where can you what can you play it on?
Absolutely, yeah. It's currently available on Steam, Xbox One, Series S, and PS4 and PS5. So
awesome. Wow.
Available on all platforms and crossplay. And you can find us on every social media platform you could dream of, basically. So
if you want to play on Steam with me, just let me know.
Studios, For the King 2.
That's the one.
Chris,
thank you so much for having us. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your con.
You too.
Thank you.
We are interrupting your Daryl gaming session for another interview. This time with Pierre from CEIM.
Yeah.
Can you tell us who you are and what do you do? Because you reached out to me saying you had some stories.
Oh yeah, well, I've been around for 33 years. So I have lots of stories. I joined the industry in '93. I had a studio called Megatune, which became Behavior.
Okay.
And became the biggest studio in Canada.
Yeah.
Then I had a CD-ROM business who did well. We had 90 employees. Then I joined Ubisoft. It was not for me. And I joined Freema, a small studio. We grew it to 450 employees.
Wow.
We became the biggest in Canada. Then I exited, and now I coach indies. I organize trade missions around the world for Canadian indies.
That's so
So
cool.
we go to Tokyo Game Show, Gamescom, name it, GDC.
So you pick Canadian studios and bring them with you to...
Yeah, because we got funding from Can Export.
Okay.
And so they contribute to the traveling expenses. We coach them, we help them find the good publishers for them. And I because I was an ex-lawyer, I can help with negotiating the publishing agreements.
Wow. So when you're coaching indies to try and like find their publishers, what sort of stuff goes into that? Like what sort of things are you coaching them on?
Well, a lot has to do with managing production.
Okay.
That's where most studios will fail because they'll do feature creeping, they will mismanage, and they will end up overblowing their budgets and being late, and sometimes it can cost you a deal. Like some publisher, they say we're going to launch that date. If you're not ready, buy.
Deadlines.
Yeah. So that's difficult. Also, should you self-publish or should you have a publisher? Sometimes it's better to self-publish.
Okay.
Because, for example, if you have CMF money, they take back 30% of gross. Plus the platform takes 30%. Plus the publisher will take 30 to 50. What's left for you? So sometimes it's better to self-publish, but then you have to build a community. Your community management now has become so important. Publishers are looking for eyeballs. How many wish lists do you have? Below 100K, it's rare that they will want to talk to you.
Okay. So like wish lists and having your game on people's wish lists has huge impact on interest.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And influencers now are key. They have to play your game. They have to be enthusiastic about it. They have their followers, and if they recommend you, the followers will follow.
Yeah.
And so
as followers do.
Yes.
They've got a lot of sway these days.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in your time here, I assume you've met with a lot of indie studios so far.
Yes, and publishers. There are publishers. It's Nagis. Honestly, it's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Like for a first, it's the first time they do B2B, right? And lots of interesting people are here, and it's super well organized. I know the guys are pro with trade shows, not necessarily video games, and now I think this is gonna fly.
It was like honestly huge. Like 360 people signed up. Like they completely sold out for everything. So
and some people say, okay, we'll take over GDC. Nobody wants to go to San Francisco anymore. It's too expensive and dangerous and dirty and and so who knows?
And I mean, were you at GameCon last year at all, or just with
this
first year?
I was invited as a guest speaker to talk about the future of the Canadian game industry.
Yes.
As you know, those times are more tougher than we've ever seen.
Yes.
And we have to be able to survive and thrive. So we have to find new ways to finance ourselves and new ways to market ourselves. One of the main weaknesses of studios is the marketing. They make games because they love that style and they say, I'm going to make the best on that genre, but they forget to double check on which niche, which market they're going to seduce.
Right. So if it's too saturated, they have like less of a chance of actually
20,000 games on Steam last year.
Wow.
So every day you compete with, I don't know, 50 other games.
Right.
So how do you, discoverability is such a big issue. We have to, and also we don't have Canadian publishers, and we should push for that, because I as a contract negotiator, I saw how much money we leave on the table, how much money is going back to London or LA or
just back to
China.
The publishers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Good enough gaming
how
studio.
does one get into publishing games?
Yes. No, but it's good because we can. We don't have to be only Canadians, because why don't we make money with Brazilian games or you know? But at the same time, we can also give special attention to our own homegrown games, because we have, that last year we were the third on Steam indie game, the third country with the most indie games
really
at Steam, and people forget that. Well, some people say Canadians are too humble. We're not proud enough. We're not arrogant like the Americans. But there's a difference between being too humble and arrogant. We should have.
We need to find a
little closer.
Yes.
Bridge the gap a little.
Yeah, right.
So, this being your first year at Nagus and at GameCon, what do you think of the whole experience?
Well, really, that has a big potential to grow even more. I mean, you can see that the people are happy, enthusiastic. Us as VIP, we're super well treated. We're going on a boat tonight on the river.
Oh, nice. River
we
cruise.
have a chef cooking for us, so people will repeat that, right? We'll say to the others, hey, you should go to that show because it's hot.
We were at that lunch as well. It was very good.
Yeah,
it was so good.
Yeah, that's excellent. So I think that the organizers are solid. I mean, that's one of the where they fail, the trade event organizers, when it's mismanaged or you can't find this and that, but in their case, like for example, they paid for my flight. I bought it, they reimbursed me 2 days later. So that's efficiency.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if let's say you're looking for to try and pick indie studios that you would like to support more, what sort of things would you be looking for from that studio? Is there any one specific criteria, or is it the game and the people combined?
It's always the two of them.
Okay.
And when you talk to a publisher, when you have a pitch deck and you try to convince a publisher, there are key elements in your pitch deck that have to be really well developed. Like, who's the team? Because a publisher is like a banker specialized in games, right?
Right.
So they want to minimize their risk and maximize their chances of success. So who's the team? Usually they will prefer a good mix of seniors and juniors. If you're just junior, you have to be really, really talented to convince a publisher to bet on you. Then the knowledge of the market. What's your niche? Who are your players? How many copies did comparable titles sell? And then what's your strategy to be known in the market? Like in Quebec, we have Sabotage, which did Sea of Stars, which won the best indie game 2 years ago in LA. Game. Well, they self-published. And they had inside a community manager, Phil Barkley, a genius of marketing, and Thierry Boulanger, the CEO, was an excellent game designer. And put together, they were certain almost to succeed, which is rare that we can say that. But they had a Kickstarter of 1.7 million, the biggest in Canada's history. And so that kind of game, that they know the genre, they know their public, and they cultivate their community, and that's very, very important.
Yeah, it's a great example.
Canadian
games.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Montreal is good with horror too. We have Dead by Daylight.
Yes.
We have Outlast Trials. Outlast is it's been 15 years now that Red Barrel exists. They started at CEIM, where I work. Where I work is an incubator. It's called Center for Enterprises and Innovation of Montreal.
Okay.
And that's where they started. And they became like millionaires, the guys, and the game is very successful.
Yeah, Outlast, and it's outlasted a lot of games, right?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of different iterations of it now, and they've just sort of built on that success.
Absolutely. So I'm kind of genre agnostic, as long as the team is solid and that they find their place in a market that's promising, and that's the analysis we have to make.
Yeah.
And their capacity to manage production. Always marketing, managing productions, those are the key weaknesses that you need to strengthen if you want to succeed.
Awesome.
Great.
So not naming names, have you had some success this weekend? Like picking up some indie devs or kind of making some some good business connections?
I have 2 deals in the cooking.
Okay.
Indie games, indie studios from Canada and publishers.
Wow.
It's confidential right now, but
obviously,
it's you'll hear about it when it's signed.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you coming on. It was great to hear.
Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely.
And keep on your good work.
Yeah.
Thank you. we're trying to do good enough work.
Yeah, we want to promote our industry and
Absolutely.
be proud of it. And
Yes.
you're part of it.
Yeah, we love supporting indie devs and making sure that they get the love that they deserve, because there's amazing indie games out there and they deserve all the attention.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
We've got some special guests here to interrupt your gaming. We've got Rico and Tanya from Hit Point Press, which is a D&D, like a RPG.
Yeah, tabletop role-playing game company based in Ottawa, Ontario.
Hell yeah. Love a good Canadian TTRPG company. So what is Hit Point Press? What sort of things do you support and build with it?
Okay, so, well, as you mentioned, a lot of our products are Dungeons & Dragons 5e compatible titles that we either come up with or we work with a lot of other creators like YouTubers or just small indie creators to create new and interesting experiences.
Okay.
We're most known for our tabletop game Humblewood, but we early on decided we didn't just want to be the company known for just Humblewood. We aren't just the Humblewood company. We make a variety of things from lenticular cards to different kinds of box sets, like if I were a Lichman, and try to collaborate with a lot of different people to show lots of different really cool experiences, because we realize that there's a lot more when everybody's able to come together and collaborate and do some really cool stuff together.
We're known for our accessories as well for tabletop gaming. So like he was saying, lenticulars, that's our spell cards. And other reference cards that kind of guide you through. So they're pretty and they animate, but they're also help you keep track of your spells when you're casting, whatever it is that you have, like, you know, available for use.
Yeah.
And since we were so popular for the lenticulars, we made it into an entire tarot deck.
Oh.
So we have an animated tarot deck as well.
That's what I was looking at.
Yes, and there's a book that tells you how to use it in 5e if you want, or it's also just a tarot deck. Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I actually walked by it earlier today and sent a picture to my friend who's like likes tarot. I was like, here you go. This might be up your alley.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff we try to do as well is we try to think about pieces that we can create that aren't just for the role player, but something that can also appeal to another audience at the same time. So if they're not into role playing, maybe this can act as like a gateway into that to start learning and thinking about it. Or if they just want to experience it in that way, like we have a title called Floral Dragons where we create a field guide. Gorgeous book by the artist Kinwald, where you can learn about these dragons, the world they exist in, and how they interact. And if you play role playing, well, there's additional like content for you to like include them into your story,
like supplemental stuff.
But if you're not interested in that, you have a really gorgeous art book which you can just read and enjoy as a book in itself. Think Dragonology.
Yeah. And we did all the supplemental stuff to go with it for people who just like the art. So there's puzzles, right?
And a board game coming out later this year in collaboration with Duxomnium, who did Botany, and so they actually took our amazing assets and took their amazing game and
to make it into
melded it into amazing things. So coming out later this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's it called?
Botany Floral Dragons.
Botany Floral Dragon. All right.
I guess that it removes the time it would take, like say you wanted to take your favorite character from a different book series or from a different area and like make a character sheet.
Yeah.
It kind of like blends it all into one thing. Yeah. It's like supplemental.
So what would you say is your, I mean, aside from that one supplement that you were talking about earlier, what would you say is your most popular sort of product from Hit Point Press?
Humblewood is the most popular
Humblewood.
product.
And then anything lenticular.
Anything lenticular is second. Tarot, the tarot deck is one of our best sellers, but right now at this show, Floral Dragons has been topping conventions ever since we've been releasing it. Actually, excitingly enough, it was just announced yesterday that it's going to go on D&D Beyond in August. And so we're very excited about that collaboration. We're trying to do a lot of things where we're licensing our titles more to like collaborate with a lot of other people.
Okay.
So one of the things we're hoping to do at this show is find like a video game developer to potentially like pitch for a Humblewood video game or something like that. Use our IPs in different ways, or potentially if there is a really cool game, can we make an RPG out of that using the systems that we've created?
Right.
So we're trying to see if there's relationships that we can give or take back and forth and like collaborate in those ways. Yeah.
We're especially interested anytime we come across another Canadian developer. We're like, what can we do together?
Yeah.
Well, and
there's just a few.
There's a couple, maybe.
There's a couple.
That's the best part of this, I find, is finding like small indie devs that are just passionate about their stuff and want to work with other people and you know, expose people to, you know, their vision and dream. And even if they have to get it out in multiple ways or work with other Canadians to get things to market in ways that they want.
Now there's a pretty big event going on right now on the mega stage with a lot of the D&D creators that are here this weekend. Do you guys have any plans to try and like tackle one of them in the aisleways here to like
physically
pitch them? Or,
okay.
physically or metaphorically
speaking.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, we've collaborated with a few of them in different ways. Okay. Like right now, Dungeon Dudes are on the screen. They actually did a one-shot for Humblewood 2 in terms of one of the stretch goals for us.
Oh, sweet!
And
they're going to be at our booth tomorrow signing their books.
Awesome.
So we're happy to collaborate and talk with these creators, even if it's just as much as just pushing out an email blast and saying this exists and it's awesome. Like, we don't need to be a part of it, the creation, but if we can still talk about it, we're happy to share that with the audience that we have built.
So aside from the most popular ones, what's your favorite? Like, what's your favorite sort of supplemental D&D?
Hecna?
Yes.
It's our twisted, creepy horror carnival clown setting for D&D.
Oh.
So far more niche. The people that love it tend to really love it and get into it. But it's horror based, so it's and it's got a lot of clowns in it. So some people are very off put by that, but I love it. Like I'm a horror author, so it's that's my thing. So.
A lot of body horror.
Okay, your jam, just creepy clowns and
creepy clown one shot coming soon. Yeah.
I don't think my group would appreciate that too much.
Just in time for Halloween. You gotta dress up. You gotta play the characters. Yeah.
Lose the party so quick.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, we TPK ourselves. We're done.
We're done.
We give up.
Do you have any more?
You're the DM.
I am the DM here. If anybody's looking to look into Hit Point Press, where's the best place to find you?
They couldn't be here right now.
If they couldn't be here this weekend, where's the best place to find you?
So website hitpointpress.com.
Okay.
Additionally, if you want to talk and build or just engage in 5e content, we have our Discord, so hitpointpress.com/Discord. You'll be able to join our community and just find a lot of people who are engaging and creating in different kinds of things.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it here. Hit Point Press. Get all your D&D stuff there. I know I'm going to be going to your booth later. You'll see me there for sure.
At least once or twice.
At least once or twice.
You're going to avoid the clowns, though?
Probably.
Okay, that's fair.
There's no clowning around.
Thank you.
Rico, Tanya.
Thank you guys for coming by.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Hope you guys have a very busy weekend.
You too. Cheers.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah.
Can you tell us who you are and what you're doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big
I don't know
question,
what I'm
isn't
doing
it?
here.
Yeah.
I was pulled into this booth.
None of us know. Yeah.
My name is Felix Ernich. I'm the creator of, the dungeon master behind the Fool's Gold D&D campaign setting.
Okay.
This is my wife, Dingo.
Yeah. Jenna, well, Dingo, but people know me as Dingo, which I created an animated D&D series on YouTube as it was a retelling of a campaign we played through. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, so it's like an episodic retelling, and I just finished it this year at episode 39, but I am doing an epilogue, so we'll round to 40.
So how is your note-taking ability to keep that?
It's on my brain.
Oh man.
She has scary memory because I keep trying to do things in D&D, and she's like, "Oh, actually, no, it doesn't work."
I don't know. I have no other memory for anything else, but for some reason, campaigns and stuff, I remember really well.
You're one of the few then.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm the one that can be like, actually, the lore doesn't work if you do this, and I always feel bad because it's like he's the DM.
Yeah.
But
I know the
I'm his
struggle.
wife, so I get to do that.
I appreciate the fact checking.
Gotta keep them straight, right?
So essentially, I've been doing it on YouTube for about 8 years.
Okay.
And we did a Kickstarter in 2021. It did really well, which was essentially taking that story, that campaign, and putting it into a campaign setting.
Yes.
So people could play in that space. And it's called Fool's Gold Into the Bellowing Wilds. And it's essentially the world's deadliest jungle. It's like, yeah. So if you want to play in a jungle, you should give it a try. You would know more about that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was like at the height of your show's popularity. That's when we got talking with Hit Point Press, and we'd already known them at the time, but
I think you just loosely mentioned, like, yeah, we're thinking of maybe doing a campaign setting, and
Yeah.
Rico just grabbed us saying, let's talk.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think a few years after that, bam, record-breaking Kickstarter at the time.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And then we moved on, and that brought us into the comic world. So we got to do.
Oh, you made a comic too?
Yeah, a graphic
Oh my
novel.
gosh.
Yeah, which the second book's coming out this summer in July 21st. So
That's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Published with Simon and Schuster. We have the first one's already out, and then book number 2 is coming out in 1 month, July 21st, I think.
So you can find it at Indigo Chapters,
Okay.
Walmart, anywhere.
So how long was the process of converting that into like a comic book kind of setting?
Yeah, so thankfully we have a really great writer,
Christopher Hastings.
And he loves D&D already, and he was like, yes, please let me do it. And I was like, okay, cool. So he was already a fan of my stuff, and then he kind of just converted it all. It took about, I mean, in total, his writing, I don't know, 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, 3 or 4 months. He was
3 or
pretty
4.
quick about it,
He was pretty
actually.
quick. And then we took that and we edited it ourselves, just being like, well, we want more humor here, or cut this or whatever. And then the artist, the one who drew but didn't color, so she just drew the whole comic, she's actually one of the players.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she played in the campaign.
Okay, so you just know a ton of talented
We know.
people, and you just
Well, I went to art college, so you kind of grab them there.
You meet
So-
a few.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I could tell by the
Yes.
ink that, yeah. So, yeah, we just kind of built this group of really talented people around us, and this book has been nothing but great
That's
times.
fantastic. So this all links in through 5e.
Yeah, this is all retold in 5e.
Okay.
But we actually played it in 3.5.
Oh, okay.
So we had to convert it because it was more popular in 5e.
Makes sense.
So we were like, okay, we'll do that. And then the way we converted the comic is you don't have to know anything about D&D.
Yeah.
Like we did what we call the mom test. So if my mom knows what I'm talking about, then we can sell it.
That's a
We're
good
not
test.
using like really deep lore D&D like verbiage or anything
yeah,
like
it's
really
just like
strange.
it does this. That roll means this.
Yeah.
You know, like
'Cause,
very simple.
Like, my mom's super supportive of what I'm doing. She has no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's nice, dear.
She can read it and be like, what's a dex roll? You know, if she asks me that, I'm failing the mom test.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be
It's
simple.
a great
Gotta be
test, actually.
simple.
It's a Nintendo. No, Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
what? For someone, Kyle has kids. Slowly introducing his kids to D&D. They
Yeah.
love reading. What kind of age range would you say it would be a start at least for
This one, I think we have it 14.
Like a T for teen.
Yeah,
I
T for
give it.
teen.
People do give it to like their younger kids. It's like, I guess they won't quite get some of the violent parts, but
It's more like we don't have any swearing in it.
Okay.
And we don't do anything that would be like sexual content or anything like that.
yeah, exactly.
But
That
it's
just gets weird in a D&D campaign
It's so
anyways.
weird,
We're
like,
not
just
trying
don't.
to
Romance.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, romance is
Okay.
fine, but just
Yeah.
like be careful.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it's definitely more towards like a teen, I would say. But
we use a censor duct that always comes and blurs out the lines when it swears.
yeah, anytime there's a swear, there's a quack. So
That's hilarious.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she used to censor her videos with a quack sound
'Cause
on
it's
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we kept it for the book.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a journey. It's been a real journey.
I know what my niece is getting next.
So if someone was looking to find you on YouTube, where would they look? What should they be searching?
Yeah, they should search up Dingo Doodles or Fool's Gold D&D.
Okay.
And you'll definitely find it there.
Awesome.
But we have a lot of other things. We don't just do this story. We have another story we got going on in a podcast form.
Okay.
Where we actually play, so people actually get to hear us play and his whole system. And yeah, it's really fun time. We do play that in 3.5.
Okay.
But we haven't heard any complaints because people are just like, I get what you
They're
mean.
here for the story.
They're here
Yeah.
for the story. They're here for the weird jokes we do. So yeah, and it's a unique podcast because it's 2v1, so it's only 2 players and then 1 DM.
Okay.
And then it's a really fast edited pace.
Yeah.
Because I find podcasts can be slow.
What are you talking about?
Not these ones, but D&D ones
Yes.
where they're like,
8
we're
hours of
shopping
D&D.
for 8 hours. and it's like, please just buy the thing. So no.
So do you have a new campaign going on right now?
Yeah.
Is that's that?
So that's the podcast. It's called Fool's Gold Sands.
Okay.
And that is the current one we've got going on. That's like the sequel kind of to this one.
Okay.
But in a new part of the world with new characters.
And it's all in a desert setting because we did a jungle one.
Yes.
Now we're like, okay, let's do some sand and but we do the different types of sandy places like an Arizona type desert, but then a Sahara type desert.
Exactly.
But more, I mean, we have a lot of genies and we have a lot of demons. It's a lot of fun. So
sweet. Now, do you have any like recurring DM bits that you do? Because like I DM for my group. There's a common shop that shows up in all the towns. It's Potent Potables.
Okay.
Gnome Depot.
Gnome Depot's a very I've heard that in a lot of places.
We did have Wendigos, and we have Prayers Are Us, and Necromart. So they tend to always show up. Yeah.
And then we have a demon that constantly pops up.
Okay.
He's a salesman.
Yeah, he's like a traveling sales guy. So I can always throw this at these guys.
Yeah.
And the funny part is he's a demon that hates other demons. He's just immediately hating the other
Just
player
self-loathing,
for no reason.
Yeah, and it's just really funny. And every time we hear that he's coming, we're all like, ugh.
It ain't my favorite customer.
Yeah, my favorite customer.
The greasy traveling salesman.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. And then anytime he forgets to name any of his NPCs, we're trying to name them, but they're the most ridiculous names. So, like, call them Doofenshmirtz, call them all these weird names.
They named one of them Bucket.
Yeah, Bucket. I want Bucket. Yeah. So.
I mean, I know in ours we have a raccoon kin kind of person that's named Chitters. Which I don't know about you, but like, does your party like ruin shit constantly for you?
Absolutely.
That's
trying to make this like this character that's so hard to like negotiate with and stuff. Mr. Druid over here with Speak with Animals.
Best friend immediately.
Every time the party ruins all your plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done some pretty bad ruining.
I think that's just DMs and D&D. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
I love these guys, but I also hate them.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the perfect relationship.
Yeah. So do you have plans? Like I know you've got your podcast format for this one. Do you have plans to kind of follow the same
style,
like footsteps with Fool's Gold? Like are you looking to turn that into more content in various
different ways?
Yeah.
Well, currently what we're doing with the podcast is we're converting anything like NPCs, monsters, places, items, we turn them into stats, so individual stats.
Okay.
And we have a Patreon.
Oh,
and then people can kind of be like, I just heard about this monster you played against.
Yeah.
Here's the stats. So but it's a play test. Meaning so that eventually it will become its own campaign setting.
Right.
But I'm not sure about the graphic novel because the graphic novel requires a lot of work, but also the podcast is very there's a lot of arcs but Fool's Gold is a nice tight-knit story.
Just a nice contained sort of thing.
Yeah. But Sans expands a bit farther, which is fun.
It's a series.
Yeah, it's a series.
Yeah.
So.
And we're taking some of the really funny bits and animating them as well as shorts. So while we're not doing an animated retelling of the whole campaigin, taking those little nuggets is really fun.
Take the gems.
Yeah, just the gems.
Yeah.
Just the gems, yeah.
Exactly.
Just clip farming, but animated form.
Animated, yes.
It's the highlights.
You
gotta draw
I wish it
people
was
in,
so
right?
much faster,
I know.
It's also, when you're animating, it's not just like, oh, hey, just done.
Yeah, do it in a day or two.
Let me
and
just
it's
snip
like,
out this little section of video and it's done. It's like, no, animation is a lot.
It's
a process.
time-consuming.
Yeah.
But Dingo Doodle started as an animation channel, so we feel they should be animated.
Well, and I love drawing.
Yeah.
I can't stop drawing.
For the love of it, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So if anyone's at GameCon this weekend, where can they find Fool's Gold and you?
They can find us at the booth, the Hit Point Press booth, which is number 599.
Right beside the Warhammer booth.
Right
It's a
beside
pretty
the
big
Warhammer.
square. The Hit Point Press booth is a pretty big chunk. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find us there. We have a panel tonight at 6 in room 107, and then we got a signing tomorrow on Saturday from 1 till 4 at that booth.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Amazing.
Pretty busy.
Thank you both so much for coming on. Might have to take a look at that.
Yeah,
We're
totally.
gonna watch them tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch some animations tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which episode should they watch?
Start at the beginning, obviously.
Best episode to
Yeah.
start with?
Oh, that's hard. Because the problem is
I
that
get
as
it.
an artist, I'm like, oh, I really wish I could redo the first one.
The first one has one of the best stories. It's just not her best work anymore because you've grown up so much.
Yeah,
just
so
like
that's
it
the
evolves,
problem.
right?
Yeah. But I mean, the problem is that, you kind of have to know what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to start.
First one.
So start at the first one and go from there.
And see what happens. And
And
see if you
how
like.
long are they?
They're like 10 to 20 minutes. It
Oh,
depends.
okay.
Because later on, I'm like, this could be 10 minutes, and then turns into 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first episodes, the first 5 or 6 is definitely just 10.
Yeah. I mean, when we set off, I think we were like half-hour episodes, guys. Half-hour episodes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're all an hour now consistently. So that's always the way it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it goes.
Yeah.
So.
But thank you for having us
Thank you both for coming on.
Yeah,
It was
thank you.
really great to have you.
Yeah, totally.
I know I'm gonna swing by later. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
totally.
be over there.
Perfect.
Totally.
We'll
Yeah.
see you there.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Shout out to Gozer in the chat who suggested we go play Frag, and I went and did that, and we met Mike. So Mike, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
What was the name of your studio?
HalfDream Games.
HalfDream Games, and they have a game Frag that they are working on right now.
2 Gs.
2 Gs in Frags. And it's now. What does Frag stand for?
FRAG stands for the Federation of Recreational Arena Galactic Games.
All right. So that is a mouthful.
Yep.
Hence Frag.
Yep.
Tell us about Frag. Where did this come from? Where's your background and how it led you into creating this game?
So, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, I was a high-level Unreal Tournament player back in the prime days of arena shooters. And I kept playing throughout the years. They came out with different versions of UT over the years. And then in about 2016, Epic Games more or less kind of abandoned the franchise. Fortnite went viral, and they took everyone from the Unreal Tournament team and they put them on the Fortnite team. And effectively, they killed the franchise.
Yes.
And that franchise was like my lifeblood. That was my dreams. I loved it. It was all I ever did. So fast forward to about 2023, and myself and some other big Unreal Tournament and just arena fans in general got together and we were like, you know what? Let's make a game that can replace that legacy, right? Like, we can never be Unreal Tournament, but that throne is sitting kind of empty, collecting dust.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see if we can take that throne. And so that was the start of how we created Frag. At first, it was just myself and a few guys messing around in the engine. Team gradually grew. We found more people who were interested. We got mod makers from the Unreal Tournament community. We got map makers who used to make different maps for arena games. We picked up a couple of guys in Europe. We picked up some guys in New Zealand. And it started to become a global thing where people saw the passion that we had and they were like, I want to make a new arena game.
Yeah.
So we started making Frag, and it just kept snowballing and snowballing and snowballing, and now here we are at GameCon Canada.
Wow. And how long have you guys been working on the game?
3 years now.
3 years?
Okay. And it's coming along quite well. Like, I got a chance to play at your booth, and it plays quite well.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see how it progresses. How many different levels do you have planned?
So right now we've got 4 different game modes, and each game mode has 2 maps completed. But we have at least 1 more game mode, if not 2, that we plan on adding in.
All right.
And there will be probably around 10 maps per game mode.
Wow.
So we could say roughly 60 in total.
That's a lot of maps.
Yes.
That's the idea.
That's
We want to
fantastic.
have
Variety.
lots of different content for players to be able to enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots of different game modes. We've got the traditional game modes like Deathmatch and Capture the Flag.
Yeah.
But we also plan on bringing in some game modes from more modern shooters
Okay.
into the arena genre in ways that have never been done before. Try to redesign the arena genre, so to speak.
Okay. So
For a
like
new modern age.
reimagining it for 2026 rather
Exactly.
than like early 2000s.
Exactly. We gotta have the classics, you know, Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, etc.
Yeah.
But we got to have something to bring in new crowds, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the plan.
So do you guys have a target towards maybe more of like the competitive side? Like, are you guys trying to kind of branch into that? Is that kind of on the roadmap, I guess?
So it's kind of a 50-50 split. In the end, we would love to be part of the esports scene.
Yeah.
We would love to have people on a big stage like this competing for frag at a global level, right? But at the same time, we have a complete understanding that not everyone wants to play at a competitive level.
Yeah.
So we've included things like no online requirement. You can play frag offline against bots.
Yeah,
exactly.
LAN party.
Actually, one of our guys on our team, shout out to Dark Hell, he runs LAN parties in, he lives in Holland. And he runs LAN parties using our development builds already. Like he's already running LAN parties right now.
QA testing, right?
Exactly.
Get your buddies, hey, what works, what doesn't.
Exactly.
That's so fun.
So yeah, we definitely want to enter the esports scene for sure.
Yeah.
But not everyone wants to be part of that scene, and we want to make sure that we cater to them just as much.
Absolutely. So what's the roadmap looking like for you from where we are right now?
So right now, starting basically yesterday, we're approaching publishers because right now we've been working for 3 years on basically sweat equity.
Yeah.
Right? We're approaching publishers. We're trying to secure funding or some kind of a publishing deal, anything in that regards, to help us speed up our development flow and also hire some new staff to fill in some gaps that we don't have right now. And then from there, just continue on the road that we've been on with making these new game modes, making these new maps, fleshing everything out. Optimization is a big deal. We spend almost as much time optimizing as we do designing. So just continuing on that road. And then depending on how long that development takes, which is dependent on funding or not, we'll then either shift into early access or potentially just go straight for a full launch.
Wow. Full send.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the button. So obviously you were at Nagus then yesterday. Not disclosing full information because obviously we've talked to. There's a lot of legalese and stuff involved in that. Was it positive? Was Nagus a very positive thing for you guys?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I met with some pretty big names in the industry.
I was surprised some of the people who were here.
Yeah, me too. And I was surprised at some of the names that were willing to sit down and talk with me. And there were even a couple of people that reached out to us personally and said like, hey, we want to talk to you about your product, right?
Wow,
and even though not every meeting was like, oh my God, can we have a funding?
Can we have money?
Yeah, right? You know, nobody's handing me any briefcases of cash, right?
We're hoping for
that's
that
the dream, though.
That's what we're hoping for too, yeah.
But there was some amazing feedback that we got that really was a bit of an eye-opener in some ways, and in other ways confirmed we're on the right road.
Yeah. And sometimes like that validation itself is enough to motivate you to the next level.
Absolutely.
Push you keep a little bit further.
Absolutely.
To that next point.
I'm not going to name company names or anything, but there was one company that reached out to us that said, we want to talk to you about bringing frag to the Japanese market. And the Asian competitive scene is huge, right?
Yeah.
So for them to say like, you know, we want to bring you guys into that market, and then I had a meeting with them and they want me to send over, you know, a packaged version of the product. They're going to send it around to their team internally.
How do you feel about this?
And they're going to get a feel for it, and they're going to talk to their publishing section about a publishing deal. And it was just really big confirmation. And even if nothing else came of any of this, that right there was a big motivational boost, hands down.
Absolutely.
I feel like if that goes really well, like you guys could put like a subtitle under frag, like frag, we're big in Japan. Like that would just feel so nice. But I agree. Like I know all of us, we're all from the early generations of Doom, Quake, Unreal Tournament, and like seeing a game like that, where it's like you could be hyper competitive, but you could also just have a lot of fun with your friends playing this in that style of game. there's a hole right now, right? Like there's a gap, and I think we would all be like, we would love to play that, like LAN parties.
Yes.
Classic late night LAN parties. Yeah.
That's we recognized that hole, and that's the exact goal. That seed is ready for us.
I love it. We've got the whole. Apparently, we have the frag team in chat here. So.
Hey!
Look, Ma, I'm on the internet.
My dad is actually watching right now too. So
awesome!
Hi, Dad.
We love it.
Yeah.
So, Mike, if people are trying to find Frag, if they are trying to support you guys, where should they be looking to do that?
Fraggame.com.
Fraggame.com. Can they find you on Steam?
Yeah, there's a link to our Steam on there, and you can also just search up Frag on Steam. Drop a wish list. Wish lists right now are the #1 thing we're looking for. When we're approaching publishers, that's one of the things they want to know is what kind of traction do we have?
Yeah.
When we say, you know, we've got this many wish lists and we haven't spent a dime on marketing, that looks good, right?
Yeah.
So wish lists are our #1 big way people can support us right now.
Yeah.
But also hopping in our Discord server.
Okay.
On our Steam page and on our web page is a link to our Discord. Then more people just hanging out in our Discord, chatting, playing the game, because we do have a public build available. Anyone can download right now.
Sweet.
So the more people in Discord and being active, the better that's going to look, especially when these industry giants pop into our Discord without telling us. And they're going to.
And things are doing well, yeah.
Right? So if they see that activity, that looks good.
So say if someone were to download said build of the game, how many players does it currently support?
I think right now 10.
Okay.
I think for deathmatch, it's 10 people if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And same with I think capture the flag might be 10 as well. That we might have had that set right now for 3-on-3 now that I think about it.
No, that's
fine. That can all be changed on our side pretty quickly. If we see that people are like, hey, we want 12-man support, we want 20-man support. That's literally that's like 10 clicks. We produce a new build, we hand them that build.
Oh, that's awesome.
The one disclaimer I will give is that the build that's on our website right now is a little bit older. It's not the same as the build that we're showcasing here at GameCon.
Okay.
We're using GameCon to get feedback and also kind of just test for some bugs, right?
Yeah.
When I get back after the event, we're going to work on fixing and kind of just smoothing out the kinks we discovered here. We'll have a new build uploaded on the website in about 2 weeks.
Oh,
and it'll be what you played here with the bugs smoothed out.
Yeah.
Exactly. So about 2 weeks, that'll be available. But for people who are like, I just want to see what it's like right now, you can download it right now at fraggame.com for Windows and native Linux.
Ooh.
And that's frag with 2 G's. Don't.
Do you have to put the periods in between there?
No, you don't. It's just fraggame.com.
Awesome. Mike, thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you have an amazing rest of your con. I hope you get a lot of people playing your game and seeing it. I really hope the best, and I can't wait to see how the game grows and evolves into the finished form.
Thank you, guys.
Kyle really came back with a big smile after getting his ass whooped. So.
Yeah, him and Gozer were fighting.
They're having a good time. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers.
What's that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hear me? All right. All right.
What?
Day 1 GameCon is wrapping up here. We've got just a couple minutes left before they shut it down. Surprisingly enough, we haven't been able to get on all together yet.
No.
Because it has been
we haven't.
a very busy day.
It's been hella busy today.
Very good Friday for GameCon.
Yeah. For us, there was so many studios that came and talked. A lot of interesting people too, and I really like the stories that they brought, and just their journey and intro and entry into the gaming market.
Talked to some cool people today.
It's
And
nice
some
to
like
see new
different.
faces too. It's nice to see a lot of new faces here this year, and like I think that's only going to amplify next year, which is a big plus.
I keep hearing the number of how many more indie devs we're supposed to be getting next year. And if they're of this quality, like I gotta say, from year one, there's a lot of conceptual indie devs, which is fine. Everyone's got to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
But
you gotta have
there are
something.
50 turnkey booths with fully functioning, like really playable games.
Demo, like first
full demos,
level,
like whatever,
demos,
like really polished demos,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
Like you see, well, I've saw more people playing in those areas today than I did all last year. So
yeah,
Yeah, honestly, I think one of the coolest things so far this year is the hallways aren't as busy because all the activations are crazy.
Yes.
You know, there's less wandering.
That's a positive thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like things are spread out a little better this year. But everywhere you
I
go,
would say
there is
so.
a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really cool, you know, and like the cosplay competition is tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
And some of the cosplay we saw today was
awesome,
crazy.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can only
saw Night
imagine.
Rain, saw some Hell Divers.
I saw the giant beholder.
You saw the giant beholder?
Yeah, I saw like the new style Red Hood, like Outlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some cool. I saw Robins, like
a couple Batmans.
Yep.
Yeah, a few Batmans out there.
Saw a couple clouds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Buster sword with the swapping materia.
It was awesome.
Like he's
cool.
been here the
Always
last couple years, and it's so good.
I
I'm still
appreciate
waiting
that.
for Daryl to buy that $250 Amazon Buster
No, I want a
sword.
bigger one.
Daryl wants a real one.
Real.
He wants it to weigh
life size.
300
life
pounds.
size, like actual thing is what I want.
It's got to be close to decapitating. It's so heavy.
I needed
Yeah,
to
like
fi-
final
I have to fill up
destination
the
on the
entire
wall.
behind my couch, or I don't
Yes.
want it.
As it
Yeah.
should be. That's
Yeah.
how big it should be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's cool to come back every year. It gets bigger and bigger every year. You know, we always get a tease of like the things that are going to be here.
Yeah.
And every time Friday rolls around, I'm still surprised.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We're live everywhere right now, man.
Is
Yeah.
this to get live?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all of our
that's
links.
Our link tree, so that's everything.
That's our card, yeah. No problem.
Oh,
Thanks.
appreciate it. Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. What do we got in store for tomorrow, Kyle? First thing in the morning.
what's going
What do we
on?
got?
Master scheduler. What do we
Yeah.
have going on tomorrow?
Our general manager.
YouTube.
YouTubes. Thanks.
Synchronized.
Yeah.
Hey, very nice.
One
Very
of
nice.
us. One of us.
Tomorrow's a little bit more free flowing. I
Yeah.
purposely sort of front loaded us on Friday with as many devs as I could get a hold of.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
people around GameCon,
Right.
just so we could get as many people talking as possible. Tomorrow is going to be much busier and a lot harder, I think, to pull some devs away from
I
their
think so.
setups.
I think so too.
I just think it's gonna be harder to navigate through everything
Yeah.
I think
tomorrow.
we're gonna have less of a podcast set up tomorrow, and I might have to turn one of the cameras for like cosplay watch, like just
Yeah,
crowd
it's
cam.
not a bad idea.
Because tomorrow is usually pretty interesting.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the chat or in our Discord. Like, if you guys want a cosplay watch, you know, if we're not interviewing anybody, we can definitely swap one of the cameras so you guys can see the show floor.
We'll do what we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
I
a
think that
game
would be
on, and then
cool.
it's instead of looking at our dumb faces, you can just watch the crowd go by.
It's true. Yeah.
I haven't even had a chance to really like deeply peruse everything yet.
No, I haven't even.
Like,
I've seen like 3 things.
I
barely
did a
gone
little
through
bit
a
of
couple.
shopping. Like I got that, Pokemon thing and a D20 dog chew for my dog. I really
That
wanted.
D20 is so good.
I know. I really wanted to get him like the flail. It's like handle and but
Yeah.
like
Oh,
he'll
that's gonna
tear
get
that up in a
destroyed.
second.
Yeah, it'll
Keywords.
be toast.
I should get one of those and
It's true.
smack my cat with it.
Get off the window.
Nicely. Yeah, nicely.
Yeah, what would the obviously we haven't seen everything yet, but what would the highlight of the Friday be?
Donuts.
For
Donuts.
Yeah, let's go, Kyle, and work your way down. Like, is there a highlight of the day?
Honestly, I think just how excited the devs are to come and talk to us. They're passionate about their projects, and I just love seeing people that are excited about things come and talk to us.
Not even the devs. I would say the publishers that we talked to.
Yeah.
Some of which like weren't
Yeah,
on
that's
stream.
true.
Stoked about
Some of the people we
devs.
talked to yesterday were so impressed. Like they were people who were like, "Hey, they kind of had to like coax me to come to this event. We came just
Yeah.
to test the waters." And everyone that we talked to was like, "This is really good."
Yeah.
And just
Putting Alberta on the map.
yeah, and just
In the right
Canada
way.
and whoever wants to be here, right? Like some of these studios aren't even necessarily from here, but it's a great place to meet up. It's kind of providing that outlet that some of the other cons kind
Might
of
not
passed
have,
over or got way too expensive for.
Yeah, 100%. Jared, what about you? What's been the highlight?
No, I will not be becoming my alter ego.
It'll happen by Sunday. Don't worry, Nikki. It'll happen.
I'm gonna wear one of my cosplays over the weekend, though. I am excited about that. But I don't know, man. I think today's highlight for me is probably just the amount of interviews we got through.
Oh my gosh!
For the Friday, which is usually sort of like the appetizer. You know, like
the feel it out day.
Yeah, the whatever you needed to be day to just kind of get your feet wet. But we went full in this
Head
morning.
first. Yeah,
can't lose. I think what we got through today was remarkable. And tomorrow I'm just hoping we get to play a little bit more from the indie devs. Like, we get to play a few more games.
I'm gonna hit a few more up to maybe see if we can get
whether we have to go to the booth or like if we're playing here, or we're doing it live over in their own little booth there. But I'm excited for them. I'm excited that there's so many. I'm excited there's more of them for next year, and I just can't wait to play some stuff and meet some more awesome people. That's all.
Yeah, honestly, that's always the highlight for me at these shows. Is it's the people.
Yeah.
You know, and like maybe that's a cop-out answer, but like to just see the excitement on people's faces for fans that are showing up and just want to experience the show, but then to the developers and the publishers who, you know, some of these devs maybe haven't shown their game to any public. Yeah. And this is their first time kind of getting that real organic experience, and to be able to see how excited, how exhausted a lot of them are.
Some of them have been like pitching all day.
And after industry night last night too. I mean, everyone. Tomorrow, I hope everyone's a little fresher.
We
tomorrow.
reined it in. We did we showed up, but we definitely did our job.
We did. Yeah, we did what we came to do. But I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited for Sunday. You know, I think there's going to be some great interviews. So if you got the chance to pop in live, I think there's going to be some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
There's still some workings in the backgrounds of us trying to get some stuff.
Yes.
Some special things. So
it's a process.
It's a multi-year
process. Is people.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it.
Yeah, it's going to happen eventually. I mean, we did get Billy Blanks the one year.
Yes.
Yes, we did. That was so good.
We did interview Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. So it's only going up.
So stay tuned tomorrow for maybe some more big things.
Yeah. So it looks like they're shutting things down tonight.
Thank you for those who tuned in, and thanks for the chats. That was a lot of fun today.
Thank you, Nikki.
The sound checks, Nikki. Thank you.
Yeah. We will see you
Gozer,
tomorrow.
thanks for kicking Kyle's ass at Craig.
Yeah. Kick Kyle's ass in more games.
So I don't know about you guys, but Day 1 GameCon 2026, I think that was good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough?
Yeah, I think it was good enough.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at GEG Podcast. Check out our website, goodenoughgaming.com, and write us an email about anything from our episodes or something you would like us to discuss in the future. You can also now join us on Discord on the Good Enough Gaming Discord server. We really appreciate you listening and hope you continue to join us on this epic adventure of discussing all things gaming and nerdy. Please subscribe to the Good Enough Gaming podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever else you listen to your podcasts, and rate us 5 stars so we can find more good enoughers in the process. Just remember, we might not be great, but we are good enough.